Y'all play too much. What you mean? What you mean? I'm late. I am not late. That's why my damn music went off. I said 11:30 and it is 11:30. Come on in the room. Hold on. Why my music went off? What's going on with my phone? What's up, Just Lovely Ran T? Hey, Kendra, country girl, Juno. What is going on with my phone? It just cut off. Just cut off. It ain't like this. Hey, Juno, y'all don't have to like this video, Juno. This is a Patreon video. It doesn't have to be liked. I know y'all like me because y'all here and y'all are paying for this monthly subscription. So you do not have to like this video. You said it's 11:33, JT. Forget you, JT. Forget you. Join the stream if you would like, but I am going to talk about some things. Hold on. Why y'all like that song so much? Just Lovely. That's y'all favorite song? Hold on. I got to bring it back up, child. I got to bring it back up. I didn't even have time to get my little break going. I told y'all I'd be like to take a break between videos because YouTube y'all be stressing me out. What was I about to say? Oh, the tea. Y'all are some petty Patreon members. I am not gonna say no names. What a damn camera. I am not gonna say no names, but y'all are some petty Patreons sending me stuff like this, knowing I'm gonna talk about it, knowing that I am going to talk about it. Okay, y'all know we be talking about y'all know I love to drag Mr. Manhands. I love to drag Mr. Manhands. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care if y'all call me transphobic. That dude is not a trans. That dude is a cross dresser. He is a part of the drag family, honey. Anyway, I digress. Somebody sent me over a video or a clip of a video. I guess they were recording something. I guess the drag queen's court or whatever. And it was these two younger guys. And they was like, we want to take pictures in the dungeon. They wanted to take pictures in the dungeon. And I was looking at it like, what they talking about? Because, the person who said it to me was like, oh, Kaya was right. Mr. Mandy Manhor is what they said in the damn text. Do be having little boys in the basement. And I was like, what? Should we call the FBI? Should we get the authorities involved? This is not right. I don't understand why y'all be doing this to people. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this video. Hold on, let me try to see if I can pull it up. Hold on. These the little boys in the basement. Can I share the screen? I think I can. Yep, I sure can. I'm gonna share the screen. Hold on. Wait, is it movie? That's it right there. Hold on. Oops. Is it in? Can y'all see it? Okay, there it is. Okay, let me play it. I get right in the middle of y'all. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. You know what I want to do. Come on, let's go. Wanna be all right? That's the dungeon. That right there. Look at that. Put that right there. You put that. That's where they be filming the pornos and stuff at, y'all. I'm like, they do be filming pornos. No wonder Kaya left the basement. They be filming pornos in the basement. And then it's a couch right there that's got a hole in the wall where they be sticking they peens into, and they be performing unspeakable acts. And then they got the autographs of all the little boys on the wall. I was like, OMG, like where they do this. Look, it's a whole mattress on the floor and lights. It's the OMG. Exactly, JT. I'm like, Oh, I mean, I ain't knocking nobody hustle. I mean, if you gotta prostitute, you gotta sell yourself, you gotta suck dick for a living, go ahead, suck dick for a living. I am not judging anyone. But that's what y'all be doing. That's what y'all be doing down there in the basement. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. We got what? Hold on. I'm gonna have to get my Oh, Andrea, don't be blowing my ears out.
Funny.
Don't be blowing my ears out. Let me put my earphones on. Hold on.
Why? What you be doing to blow her ears out?
Hold
Is
on.
it your laugh?
Put my earphones on for you.
You want me to give you my computer to go live? They can hear me. Here, take the damn computer. Get out of my room. Give me the cord.
Uh-oh, I gotta turn the sound down too. What you doing, Andrea?
I'm taking the computer. I'm taking the computer in the
Lord.
living room.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn my camera back on for you. Hold on. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Michelle. I had to
Did
put my
you
glasses on tonight.
see? Did you see what was in the basement?
No, I didn't see what was in the basement.
You missed it? Damn,
Yeah, I
now I
missed
gotta
it.
open it again. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I just closed it up.
Give me the editor. You gotta
Where
plug
it
it back
go,
behind
Just
me.
Lovely?
Gotta plug it back behind me.
Just Lovely didn't send this to me, by the way. I had to send it to her after I got it. I don't want to be giving nobody away. I thought I had just took it. I had just took it out the text message and I opened it up. I guess I didn't save it. Hold on, I gotta do that again. I gotta go back to my text messages and open it up. There we go. And then I gotta show it to y'all. Hey, Mr. Debonair.
What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Debonair.
Hey, what's up, Andrea?
Not much.
Here it is right here. Mr. Debonair, you see that dungeon?
Yeah, I saw that nasty shit.
Is that what they do the pornos at?
Yeah, I'm trying to share it. Hold on, let me share it. Because I guess you missed it. You said they are not kids, they are active porn stars and they do YouTube. Oh, okay, Jay. Look, I don't know. They're kids to that dude. If that dude is 45 and them kids are 19, 20, they are kids.
They are kids. Okay,
Facts.
that's nasty.
That could be their daddy.
Thank you. That's nasty.
How I get into the share
Sure, you
screen?
crazy.
Why won't let me? Stream y'all be acting up, y'all. Since I shut it down. Now it will open back up. It's gonna kick me out in a minute. Watch. Use the camera. Use the microphone. I did that. It won't let me share my screen no more. Just Lovely, come share your screen. Oh well, Andrea, you missed it. You gotta
I watched
rewind
the
it.
I watched the replay.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
they
hear?
was down in it was an air mattress or a mattress on the floor. It was a sofa on the wall, and the wall had all these signatures on it. And then it was a hole in the wall where I guess they stick their Peter Weeders in to do stuff.
Leah, put it up.
What you mean you can't stand me? What I do?
Put it up. Yeah, it's mine.
So, Mr. Davernell, what's the N-word news for today?
Nigga news today. Ain't nothing stand out. Besides that T.I. Killer Mike. We're talking about that pastor. Oh, and the little girl that lied about being racially attacked at the school.
Oh, she lied about them cutting her dreads off.
Yeah, and everybody in the uproar. She telling a motherfucking lie.
Why they in the uproar now?
Michelle, I got something to say. I got some tea.
Okay, what's that?
The tea is they saying Kendra is a mole.
Kendra,
Yes, I was like, that's a damn lie. She is not no mole. Y'all are lying.
a mole for what? For who?
for people. They saying she's a mole for Tracy, and I was like, she ain't no mole. Kendra's not no mole. They was like showing her picture and some other girl picture and saying she got troll accounts. I was like, no, that's not her. And they was like, yes, it is. And I was like, I know Kendra, that's not her.
I don't know, but I think we just discovered Southern Lady is really New York, like New York.
Oh,
Really?
oh, it popped up,
Mm-hmm.
Andrea. It popped
Okay,
up again. You see it.
that's nasty.
You saw that hole in the wall.
Oh yes. Oh no.
They cut a hole in the wall.
That's just
This is your
nasty.
house. That's kind of
Damn, that house don't got no resale value.
No. It's just
none
nasty.
at all. Let me stop. But okay, so who the mole? Kendra, you the mole?
They said Kendra was a mole, and they showed two pictures. I said that's Kendra, but the other girl's not Kendra. They said she a troll account. I was like, that's not her. I know her. That's not her. They was like, yes,
But
she's a
I
mole.
mean, I don't understand the logic of somebody paying to be a mole. What you gonna pay the mole? What you moling for? I just shoot it. What you gonna run and tell, and what they gonna do once you tell? I don't get it.
I think the problem.
Right.
I think the problem is they saying she's a mole because she has a wrench with Tracy. But but they're saying that she's a mole, and they're saying that Tracy knew that Jason, the Vulcan culture, was the wrench, and he's white. And Tracy and Tasha K and Mona and Kwani been working with him.
Nah, Andrea,
I
Kendra
swear,
ain't no
ask
more.
Kendra. I was the one who said that she ain't the mole. I said no, that's not her.
I can afford that this
Oh
week.
wow.
And you man, you can say it. You
I
know,
can't hit Mima.
stuff like that.
Mima,
Mima, her husband talking shit in the background.
are you gonna mess us up again, Mima?
You guys are discriminating against me. That's discrimination.
Southern Lady, you know I love you, Southern Lady. You know you my girl.
Mima.
Hey, Andrea. Hey,
Hey,
Mr.
Mima.
Debonair. Hey,
Hey y'all.
Michelle.
Hey Mima. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm
I'm good.
fine. Y'all need to give me some hot tea for over here on the Patreon now. I'm up late. I showed y'all
Oh,
the
did
Dungeons
you
and the
Stacy,
Dragons.
Stacy Dash. She got arrested. Was it today or yesterday?
What? Who Bobby
Stacy Dash.
Lights?
Yes,
Yes.
Stacy Dash. She was arrested today.
We mentioned that in the live earlier. She got arrested
Oh
for
yeah.
beating up her new husband, her new Caucasian husband. But she didn't
She
beat
got
him up. He
arrested
had a
there.
scratch on his arm, and they took the black lady to jail.
Yeah, she got arrested
No,
here in
but
her
she beat
hometown
him
in
in front
Tampa.
of the cop too. That's when they arrested her. It was in Florida. Hey, Just
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was the day. It's here in Tampa, Newport Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
I
we
didn't even know
care?
she lived here. Hell no.
No, we don't care.
Okay.
I just wanted to laugh. I've been laughing all day about that. That was really good. I
Yeah,
shouldn't, but I had to laugh.
damn her and the white baby she be having.
You are fascinated with these white babies, Mr. Debonair. Okay. I'm
Why do
just
you
saying.
have
Okay.
You
fixation
and the
on white
Murphy.
babies,
Are
Mr.
you
I
gonna
don't
Debonair?
watch
understand.
Beverly Hills or Real Housewives, of Mr. Debonair? Because the lady with the white babies will be in there.
I don't know. I don't know how the African American women come out with these Caucasian babies.
Well, because African American
Why?
are not 100% blackly black.
My daughter looks they was asking me if my daughter was black. She looked like she was white. My daddy's albino and Creole. Now what?
Mr.
With
Debonair,
blonde
you
hair.
know you guys are mixed with everything, right?
Yeah. My daddy got blonde hair and blue eyes. And it's nappy blonde hair.
Exactly.
Now what, Mr. Debonair?
Oh, put them.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
don't put them cheering up. I'm gonna troll them.
My brother got ocean blue eyes with blonde hair. I'm just saying. We all come in
We
different
don't
shapes.
got
Everyone
nah. Our
came from
family,
some black woman
my
in your
family kept it real.
everyone
Nah, my
came from
family
a
kept it
black
real. Everybody, in my family, chocolate.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all.
Fine,
I'll be back.
fine ass chocolate people.
with Michelle.
He said, hold on. Well, my dad's Creole with blonde hair and hazel eyes. My brother got blue eyes and blonde hair. Can't help that.
And,
Yeah, but
and it's so
there are
funny.
people in Africa in the island Madagascar. There are people that have blonde hair and dark
Yeah.
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
well, how dark my people is. My grandmother was white. She married her slave from Georgia and moved down here to Temple. But everybody
Mm-hmm.
came out chocolate. You would never know that my great grandmother was a white woman or was a white slave owner.
but down the line you're gonna have something. You
Yes.
never know.
But none of us look mixed. None of us, all us chocolate. Every last one of us. We got some lighter skin people, but for the most part, we all chocolate.
But you guys are like
Oh.
second generation, right? From your grandma.
I am, including me, is the second generation of having a white grandmother, but all of us are chocolate. All of us.
Yeah, but that's
You
what
would
I'm
never
saying.
know,
You guys are
but you would
second
never date
generation.
her. Would we be second generation? Nah,
Like
we wouldn't
that's your
be.
grandma, and then you have your parents. Then you are second generation from that.
Yeah,
So you don't get the whole
right.
mix completely, right? You get a little bit of
No,
25%.
no. But when my father died, I found out his side of the family. I already knew his grandmother was Cuban, and she was lighter skin. She didn't. She barely spoke English, but she died before I realized who she was. But my father's side even got Asian in their family, and I never knew that until he died.
Okay, Mr. Devonair, you're in Florida, right?
Mm. Yeah,
What do you think about what Luke was saying about the Super Bowl, or do you even care?
that
Like,
shit ghetto. That's ghetto as fuck. We ain't gonna have them niggas up there talking about cocaine and dope and pussy and on them cracker Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Man, you crazy?
but you don't think like he said Pitbull should have been at least one of the people, and he was like, since
Pitbull, definitely,
Pitbull has a
definitely,
song with J Lo.
yeah. Pitbull definitely needed to, but Rick Ross talking about cocaine, Trina talking about her pussy. Man,
What?
we will never
Really?
get no justice. We
What
will
the
never get no
heck?
justice.
You're right. You're right. You're
That's how
right.
you
But I
really feel.
mean, and it's interesting to me that he feels like the Super Bowl is obligated to give these local Miami rappers some shine. Like the
No,
Super
they're
Bowl
not.
chooses a different city every year, and like every city they go to, they're not like, oh, we in Atlanta, let's bring all Atlanta people, or we in New Orleans, let's bring all New Orleans people. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
People
for the
yeah,
most
forget
part,
that
they
it's a
just bring the
business.
biggest
It's a
artists. Yeah,
business. They have to make money.
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Bring
So
them in for the after party. Super Bowl
I'm not
after
saying
party,
he
Super
got to
Bowl
bring everybody
weekend.
from Miami. I'm just saying he could pick football. I'm not saying put Trina on the halftime show. Who really want to hear from Trina anyway? But can we get somebody else? I mean, I'm just saying.
Imagine Trina on that Super Bowl stage. Trick, you got me messed up. No, I don't want to hear that bullshit.
y'all, has
You
has
guys are
Malik Yoba made a comment
terrible
since
alone.
he got mad and started threw that temper tantrum?
Who?
Malik Yoba, has he made any comments since he threw that temper tantrum on the roof?
Oh,
No, I
I
haven't
got, I
seen this.
got, I got a little bit of tea on that.
Oh, okay, Mr. Debonair, let's hear it.
They say the reason why Malik Yoba came out is because it was going to be exposed that he's secretly dating Carmen Carrera from off RuPaul Drag Race.
Who is Carmen Carrera?
I thought that wasn't a secret. That's not a secret.
I thought, oh, I didn't know they were dating. I just thought he was having her on the interview, like
No,
Wasn't
hype
that's
him
she
up.
wasn't she in one of the picture or something on Instagram? On his Instagram?
I don't know. I don't follow that bullshit. I just heard it on the thing.
oh, okay. Yeah, well, I was just interested in like, did he actually even go to the trans march? Remember, he was saying that's why he even started the conversation was, because of the trans march on Washington. The trans march on Washington was last week, and I haven't heard anyone say he was there or not there or him speak about it or whatever. So, I'm just interested
He was he
and
was
see.
probably in Carmen Carrera hotel room.
Who is Carmen Carrera? Who is Carmen Carrera?
I have no idea.
Uh, a drag queen that used to be on RuPaul Drag Race apparently.
Is she popular?
I don't follow that bullshit. I don't know. I'm just repeating what I read. Shit, I don't want to know that cracker who walked in front of me. I had no idea.
Oh, I have something to ask you, Mr. DeBonner. Did you hear about that police commissioner that called out the white cop in Florida?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was gangster. He a nigga. He did that all in his job. Come down, Sergeant. Blah 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 blah. You might not remember me, but you the one that arrested me and put them false charges on me.
It
Yeah, that was some nigga shit.
was like, now
Yeah,
I'm
that
the
was some nigga
boss,
shit.
bitch.
That was gangster. That was gangster. He did that.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about it? Or no?
No.
It's a Florida
Man,
city commissioner, right?
Hmm.
That I think he got just elected or something. So he came there and they were giving like a cup award ceremony. The commissioner is black, and then he called up the white cop to come down to get his reward or whatever. And then after he got his reward, he's like, "Hey, do you remember me? I'm sure you don't remember me, but you falsely arrested me 4 years ago and blah blah blah," and just like went on him in front of everybody. It was glorious.
it was. He called him a road cop and everything.
Mm. Now that's justice right there.
Hey, Princess AG, I see you join the chat. I'm so
Man, Princess AG, where you going this time of night?
She's driving. Where are you? We can't hear you.
That like a big boy steering wheel. You in the Suburban?
hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It did it again. I keep going mute, like I can't hear nothing. I might have to go out and come
Oh
back
wow,
in.
man. Why Princess AG got her phone on her speedometer, about to get a ticket.
We might see her if the cop stops her, so we'll be a witness.
I know, right? Oh, Princess AG, that like a truck. You drive semis?
Yeah, she's driving a truck.
Okay, I see you. Okay, Black Man Mary. Yeah, I see. I just noticed it. It's a semi. Make sure I get my Mountain Dew at Publix. I don't want no bullshit, Princess AG. Anything else in the news, y'all? Welcome to Michelle. Come back.
Messed up. Kaya is not doing her gag and roasting on YouTube no more. She's on uh Instagram.
What
Oh
happened?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess what happened with Bobby Light is she said he might have AIDS, and so she decided to take her gags and roast off her YouTube and put it on Instagram or Patreon.
Oh.
Oh yeah. No, she got her own website. I know she was already saying that she was gonna take it to her website because Bobby kept flagging her her YouTube. But I'm gonna miss it
Oh, that's
if it
why.
don't come on YouTube. Kendra, who's slow?
Huh?
Kendra
Oh,
talking about I'm slow.
Yeah. So Bobby was flagging her. That's why she took it off.
also
Okay.
she's not gonna do it on YouTube anymore.
Nah, Bobby did all that rapping and capping, and he turned
Oh,
around and got arrested.
For drinking and driving.
he got
Nah, it was
arrested.
disorderly conduct at the club.
Oh, he was acting a fool at the club. Okay. Okay.
Who, Bobby?
Yeah,
He's trying really hard to be a celebrity, huh?
trying real hard with his. Bobby looked like a white melted candle wax. Bobby just looked so weird.
And
He just
so,
looked blank.
so is he really connected? Kendra's cousin. I mean, not Kendra. Trina's cousin.
The cousin.
Ain't no telling. Yeah, they say that they really are
They
relatives.
really are cousin. I think on the mom side or something. On her mom's side.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I don't know where he come from. 'Cause I don't think nobody look like him here in Florida. He
Really?
look blank. He look blank. He don't even look real. Like he just so weird looking.
He's just a light.
Weird
He's just a
word.
light skinned man. He's just a light skinned man. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like
Hey,
You find them kind of people in North Carolina, okay? I'm just saying, my brother's albino. I'm just confused.
What are y'all
That's
talking about? I just got here. What y'all
like
talking
he's
about?
not
Just Lovely
talking
said
about
he's
Bobby
right.
Lights.
Bobby Light.
Oh, they
You
say
know,
he
Oh,
Kaya.
his police record. His arrest record called a white.
Yeah. He looked white. He pasty.
Very.
You know,
And in
Kaya took
Florida,
her.
we too hot. We too hot to be that light. Like we don't got no true red bones here.
In
So what do
Florida,
y'all
you
think
know?
about Kaya's
Yeah,
clapback
even
to everything he said?
yeah. Even
I
You know,
even
was
our
she took it
mixed
off
people
of
get
Instagram.
dogged.
She took it off of She took it off of her YouTube page and she took it on Instagram and Patreon
I think
because
they
she
took it off.
they
They
took it off.
flagged it probably.
Yeah.
The only thing she should have never said something about like an HIV, something like that. If she would have never said that, I would have been okay with
Why?
it.
Why? He called her
I
rope
think that
and
was a
he talked
roast.
about her vagina.
And
Why?
Oh,
the
okay.
roast was, I think people took it too far, saying, "Oh, now she's telling all the gay people." No, she was roasting Bobby. She was talking about Bobby. That's it. People
Mhm.
just wanna, get on her ass and then bring all this. She's homophobic, blah blah blah
Well, that's
bullshit.
what I don't like, that whole double standard. It's like these men or whatever can say whatever they want to say, however they want
Yeah,
to say it, call you bitches and hoes, talk about your mama, your grandkids, everything. But as
everything.
soon as you say one thing that they feel is untoward, as soon as you say something about HIV, oh, you shouldn't have never said that. Oh, you didn't cross the line. Now, what's crossing the line when you disrespecting somebody?
He even posted
Yeah.
her house on online.
Yes,
Everything.
I saw that.
The heck?
Okay, that's disrespectful right there. That's
Mhm.
crossing the line.
What?
So
It was
you're jeopardizing this person's safety. That's the same thing Yes Madison did to me. Put my phone number
Yeah.
online. So you're jeopardizing this person's safety, and I can't call you a man. Or you see what I'm saying? So it's like there's all these boundaries that they have, but for you, but they don't have any boundaries when it comes to the way they fight. So that's wrong in my eyes.
Exactly. And I don't think she was talking, I'm sorry, like some of the stuff were really hard to hear. But
Mhm.
at the same time, it's like, for me, it's like she was roasting him,
Mhm.
not the whole gay community. What is this about? Oh, she doesn't respect gay. She doesn't blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It was Bobby and Kaya going at each other.
Right.
And now that he couldn't hang, now they're attacking her.
That's the point. Like if he wasn't showing her no disrespect, then he said a bunch of colorist comments. He called her a roach,
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
started using things. Yes, and started
Oh
using,
yeah, he was really terrible.
mhm.
It was disgusting.
So
Okay,
again,
I
my
think it's
thing
fair
is,
game then. I think it's fair game then. If that's
It
the case, you
is.
want to go there.
yep. Somebody said Geisha dragged and exposed Kaya. I don't even know. I don't even watch that person. Somebody keep asking me about Geisha. I don't even know.
Geisha from
Miss, I got a question.
Geisha from Miami.
Miss, I got a
Geisha
question.
from Miami. Uh-huh.
Okay, it's this one YouTuber. He's a new YouTuber. Okay, and he's funny and everything. I really like him and everything. But he's in the roasting gag, and he was exposed like maybe about 2 days ago that his husband died. And the girl on the street was saying the husband died of AIDS. And I just felt bad today when he went on live today. He was almost in tears. It was a shame. It was so sad.
What happened?
Who are you talking about?
I like Rick Reed.
Is that who it is? Just like
Nah,
No,
that was
it's QB.
the other
I
way.
like QB. I think Rick. I think that was just. I think Rick Reed crossed the line. Really, I really do. I think he crossed the line
I'm so
about putting
confused
the
and
man.
lost. I'm gonna let y'all
Yeah,
talk
me
about
too.
that. Y'all
Yeah,
I
me
think the
too.
man
I don't know what's going on.
putting a man's husband who
they
died.
dived into the
on
section
other
8
things.
section, Mr. Devonell. We ain't over there, so we don't know who they talking about.
Putting the husband man who died 6 months ago, and said that he put out that he died of AIDS. I just think, where do we come out and
Oh,
have
that's
some little
horrible.
memorial and don't cross the line? I'm just saying.
But
Yeah,
y'all
that's
be keep
horrible.
talking about people crossing the line, but these are strangers.
Ain't
It ain't no
no
crossing the
line.
line when you roasting and gagging, especially if
Right.
somebody you don't know and you don't care about. It ain't no crossing the line. Like you disrespected. Like what how
It's
you gonna have a
more
boundary when it
First,
comes
he called
to
him
gagging
out
and
first, and
roasting?
then he came back.
No,
But he
because
came
with
back
that,
harder
man,
and worse.
weaponizing people's
That's what I don't
disease,
understand
like,
about YouTube. Like everybody has this selective outrage. Like, oh, we gotta call the police, or oh, we gotta file a restraining order, or oh, we're
I,
gonna
That's
I,
what he
press
I,
said.
I
charges. You know, when you know
He
it's
said
I would think crossing the line is coming to my house or putting my address out or something like that. But talking about my grandmama, my mama, my sister, my cousin, talking about I got AIDS or my fucking vagina or whatever, how is that crossing the line? Like,
he said they had started gagging and roasting
I,
him
I,
first, and he just
I
came out
personally, no
harder.
matter how mad I am,
I
disease
just,
shame
I just,
somebody.
I mean, I wish somebody would talk
hold
about
on.
my mama that's been deceased.
He
You
told
gonna get some people
Hold
gonna
on,
get a little
Andrea.
crazy person behind you.
Hold on.
he told y'all to pull
Mr.
up.
Debonair was making a point, and we just over talking him. Go ahead, Mr. Debonair. You the only man on the
I,
line. We're gonna let you speak.
yeah, I wouldn't like.
Excuse me, the
I
misogyny.
I call you a bitch or a hoe before I weaponize a disease you have. Cause people make it seem shame that make it seem like it's your fault. You know that you got a disease or you was doing something bad. Like I just think that's a real low blow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr.
Like
Governor,
yeah,
I
because some people can't
apologize.
handle that. You already dealing with a disease, and people weaponizing that like that called suicide, and
Yes.
it's crazy. It's way over the top bullying. That's just like bullying a kid or elderly. You get what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're
it's
I
saying.
offensive.
understand, but when
You
you put
know, when
yourself
people got
out
diseases,
there,
they look for uplifting. You know, to get over that and to weaponize that to make you feel less than. Like you asked for that shit. Like that's crazy.
It's
I mean, it's
crazy,
all in fair to
but
fight,
then
but
okay, I'm back.
okay, go ahead, Just Lovely.
No, I was just saying when you put yourself out there, you have to be prepared for whatever people throw your way. And you know, this person has been known to roast and gag other YouTube subscribers. Now, I'm sorry, content creators. Now, just because they came back with something even harder, you know, I mean, like,
yeah.
what do
Again.
you expect?
But it's unbalanced. It ain't nothing you can say back to a person when you say, "Oh, you got AIDS."
But you know,
It's uneven.
in a
Well, I
sense,
don't think she said it out loud.
if you protect yourself and you know that you know, it's I feel like AIDS and stuff like that is, you know, anyone can get it. You need to protect yourself. If you succumb to having HIV/AIDS, then I feel bad for you. But it's ways of protecting yourself.
Right. But if you
But
in a
then
relationship and
there's
you
all
love
other kind of
somebody,
ways to get AIDS.
There
right?
is all type of ways to get AIDS, HIV, but at the same
Okay, what are we
time,
Everybody
talking
ain't.
about? What are we
They
talking
live
about?
a
Everybody
risky lifestyle.
So,
right.
but nobody knows that the man died for AIDS. It's only what it said. His death recipient didn't say he died from AIDS. It didn't
I
say
can't
what he
hear
died from.
Never
So it's
does though.
speculation, huh?
Never does say they died from AIDS or HIV.
Yeah,
It says that
yeah.
they
It's never
died
gonna say that.
from it. You know, when AIDS or HIV attack your body, generally what happens is it attack like your heart, your lungs,
Immune.
or
It
whatever. So
it
it
attacks
causes like a cancer.
your immune,
Right. So then
but they
when
all
it
kind of
attack,
stuff.
whatever it attacked and whatever was the cause of your death, that's what's gonna be on your death certificate.
But
Exactly.
are we for sure? My point is, are we for sure the man died from AIDS? He could have died from cancer. He could have died from anything. It could not have been dead AIDS. All I'm saying is, it basically said he died from AIDS because he's a gay couple. It's not necessarily true that he died from AIDS.
I'm so confused about what y'all talking about.
What is
How did the AIDS conversation come up?
retracting
Like,
all her statements?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit,
Okay,
because
but
man.
I
I
don't even know
still
who y'all
have that
talking about. First of all, and second of all, it's like y'all defending. I'm confused. Just Lovely. What do you mean?
that ain't why I came on the panel. I came on because I wanted to talk about Judge Joe Brown.
Yes, I want to talk about Judge Joe Brown too. Thank you for changing the
Mhm.
subject. Go ahead, Just Lovely.
What had
Okay,
happened with
so
JoJo Brown?
I I saw a video. Well, it was an
Who'd you get
audio.
the video from, Just Lovely?
I got the video from Michelle. It was an audio recording of Judge Joe Brown supposedly having an interview with Malik
Malik Yoba.
Yoba, and
Hmm.
he acted a whole damn fool on that video.
He did. He did.
What?
Y'all want to hear
Again?
some of it?
Who?
Malik,
Judge Joe Brown acting the fool or
No,
Malik?
Malik
no,
Yoba
Malik
did, and
Yoba.
he ended up hanging up because he was so embarrassed.
So wait a minute. So he done acted the fool now twice.
Yes.
And you know,
Oh wow.
Judge Joe
Wow.
Brown is gonna read him for filth.
So even
Oh
after
yeah.
he hung up, Judge Joe Brown read him. I want to play some of it. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. See if I can pull it up.
That's hilarious.
It really was because it was so unexpected, the whole interview itself, because it was like a phone-in interview, and he
Uh-huh.
called in still talking about the whole trans situation, and he started talking in circles like he always does, and when he was like called out about it, he ended up hanging up, and then Judge Joe Brown started reading them. Hold on, let me see.
He dragged
Yeah, you
him.
can't. But my thing is, don't
And
he know you
so
can't
we
talk in
understand
circles with Judge Joe Brown?
homosexuality as it has been
Hold on,
presented
let me
to
do
us.
this.
But when it relates to someone being trans attracted, it then becomes very blurred. And so I
Can
was
y'all
just
hear me?
wondering, is gay a
Yes.
bad
Yeah.
word? Queer
Yeah.
a bad
Yeah.
word? What is it when people don't want to identify? Is it just they don't care about labels? They don't like how society handles certain things?
I can't
Okay.
speak for people, but I will say this. Nobody
So
likes
her
people.
first question was basically she was asking him about labels because he keeps saying he's straight and people trying to say he gay or whatever. So he's
Stupid, right? So if
Mhm.
you do things, somebody, you're so stupid. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're stupid. Why'd you do that? Right? Everybody has a sense of who they are, whether it's a full sense, whether it's a sense of what someone else has told you who or what you are, but you have a sense of who you are. And so when other people think that it is their job to tell you who you are, that's one of our first mistakes. And so I think the language is a problem when people don't listen to the person who is asking to be referred to as a certain way.
okay.
So whatever a person prefers to be called, that is what we should call them.
Okay,
Period.
they want me to skip to when Judge
We
Joe Brown
fight
get on the
to
phone. Hold
bring
on.
forth in this world. And so the things that destroy the black family, whether it's with what he knew was true, when his coach told him he wasn't good enough, he's like, okay, I'm going to show you what's inside of me and I'm going to bring that out and I'm going to be a champion. And there are people who are marginalized in the self. That's the type of things that are killing each other.
You see how much he talks in circles? Hold on.
So, okay, I haven't had a relationship. So people have made assumptions. Stuff used to like us for a nice dinner snack
Okay,
or
hold
lunch.
on. Here he is.
Last night, who has a command, an army officer with a command of 900 people. I did not know he was a trans man. We talked about his work at the Pentagon and his 20 years of service. That sounded like every other person I've ever known that has served in the military. Only at the end did he reveal that he indeed is a trans man. You cannot tell me that that person is destroying a family. You cannot tell me that that person is unworthy. And so as a people, because we all have that uncle that's molesting the little kid in the family, or the alcoholic, or the son that's a drug dealer. We all have those people. But we don't talk about how that's destroying our family. We aren't putting the same kind of venom towards gangs that are killing each other. So until we're willing to do that, I can't have conversations that go in circles around telling someone else that they are wrong for this.
I think I skipped it because Judge Joe Brown asked him, why should Black people in general hop on this cause of transgender rights and equality when we still have to fight for, Black causes and the breakdown of the Black family? So that's when he started talking, and Judge Brown was quiet and just letting him talk.
Okay, let's
so
say
here
this.
he comes.
When you have to deal with a family, there's some obligations and things that you have to do whether you like them or not. So what you're doing is asking Black people to say these people who do what they like to do rather than rigorously adhering to what they should or ought to do is more important than our circumstances. And this very attitude, this laissez-faire thing about the rules, what is expected of you, duty, honor, obligation, are the very things that are tearing down our communities and our families. So it gets down to this. They are not the only ones that have suffered this. I can remember several high school teachers that were determined to help colored students be happier in life by ensuring that they've got to work with their hands rather than pursuing an academic career. That's just being part of a life. Lions, tigers, grizzly bears, stuff we used to like us for a nice dinner snack or a lunch. So, humans have always faced adversity. But the main thing out there that is really sticking in people's craws is thanks to #MeToo, boys and girls can't interact like they used to because everybody's too nervous, but we're bombarded by this homosexual advocacy day in, day out, 365, 24/7. And
that's actually not true.
What you're talking about, sir, sounds suspiciously, it is homosexual activity.
No,
you're talking tranny, if it's got a penis and you're having sex with it, that's homosexuality.
That's not what we're talking about. No. You're doing the same thing. You, my friend, are doing this. I just told you about a commanding officer in the Army. I just told you about a commanding officer.
And what you're trying to do is you're pushing your own position. No, I'm not. Are we going to have a conversation?
Are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me what I'm doing? Or are you going to ask me what I'm doing?
Said. I've been listening.
No. Are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me? Or you?
Well, sir, did you intend to say what you said?
I don't think you did. I do not think you heard me.
I didn't? All right.
You did not. You heard me through the lens of what your own experience is.
Well, that's all we can do.
I am a man who has never dated a transgender woman.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are required to filter the evidence through your own observations and experiences in life. That's a charge to a jury. And that's what happens when somebody determines whether someone lives or dies on a capital murder case. That is the way human beings determine anything. And based on my observations and experiences in life, sir, I heard what I heard. Now, you're entitled to that. But why should we switch over to supporting your position? That's the crux of the matter. When so many would say we don't need to.
But see, here's the thing. I've never dated a transgender woman.
Really?
Okay, I haven't had a relationship.
Why he lying?
People have made
Okay, you lying. You date them young girls.
an agenda through the lens of their experience. I'm saying there are people dying at the hands of black men who are in love with these women more often than not. And through the shame that you're referring to, because of the conservative nature of our.
So wait, his phone mysteriously cuts off.
Yeah, right.
Watch.
Wait, hello?
Watch.
Did something happen?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Wow.
My line? I thought it was doing the 20th.
His bill, he didn't pay his bill?
Cut to commercial break and then open the lines up for conversation. Here we go. I'm going to actually play the rap. Here we go.
How quick my shoes you would lose. You can't win when you live in sin. No matter what, you must see my dome and see efforts.
That freestyle.
My phone went dead.
Okay,
Okay, my take on this,
Friday the 13th.
our guest copped out and he pulled that old trick of my phone went dead in the midst of things heating up, and I don't think he wanted me to talk with him. See, he gave us a propaganda splurge, and he's entitled to think what he wants. He's entitled to do what he wants, but it's not something the rest of us should have crammed down our throats. He is appealing to a select audience, the choir that he is dealing with. And he is on their behalf pushing homosexuality, because even if he doesn't practice it himself, he's advocating for trans. Trannies were set forth 50 years ago is a device that what is now known as the LGBT community might use with profit and insinuate itself into the general population and cause general havoc. That is what you see so much, ranging from Michael Jackson to his androgynous, self-hating self, anti-black mindset trying to do. You saw that. Everybody loves Michael Jackson, and you can't get on a damn elevator in America or sit in a restaurant without listening to that. You have this thing where you've got people who want to tell you about fluid gender, and yet you've got failed boys who don't make it as athletes, declaring they're girls and going out and beating the pants off of women who are qualified and fit to run in a women's track meet or participate in a women's wrestling match, but who are always going to get beat in the running events and are in danger of suffering serious bodily injury or death in the full contact sports because they are women and they have women's bodies. And you've got these boys with boy bodies who hate what they are. They hate what they are and they hate what they want to be. And it is very bad for the general public to get these people who are so deep into self-hate to disseminate that hatred. Now, black people 50 years ago were deep into self-hate because we got bombarded with white propaganda. Everything was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and blondes have more fun, and everything we saw on TV was white if it wasn't in a derogatory way. So what did we do? We got black and proud. And what we're getting now is I'm ashamed. I don't like what I am. I hate what I am. I hate what I want to be. And that is just disseminated throughout the entire body politic, and they don't love themselves. You go to you look at a gay pride parade or one passage you buy when you're trying to get someplace, and you see all of these caricatures that they put on that are just self-depreciating and insulting. The other thing, you touched on it, Valerie, and by the way, I
speaking the truth.
At exactly 3 o'clock my time, 4 your time, and you started playing that tape at 3:01 my time by my phone. and you started on time. But see, it's like you walk into a room.
No,
and
actually,
polite-
you heard a commercial.
Okay,
I
she
had
about
to
to
play a
start going in
commercial
on something
because they were
else
supposed to.
because she talking about they was
It's
late.
totally what? Somebody came on to propagandize something. They had their motive and their agenda, and you got taken advantage of. You acted in good faith, and that person had no intention of submitting himself to any close examination on his position. And that's exactly what happened. That thing about the phone going off, that's an old time dodge we used to have. If it gets difficult on a I started my show 20 years ago. If you're on a phone interview and it gets difficult, just act like something happened, you got cut off, or your phone went dead. See, that's what got going on there. They didn't want to put out to give and take. But you see, it's like this kind of thing that you were dealing with is this. You've got a polite meeting and everybody's in suits and ties and business attire, and somebody walks in with a T-shirt on saying, I like to do it doggy style. So everybody in the room is looking around and saying, what in the devil is that? What fool walks in and says, I like to do it doggy style? See, when you deal with somebody that's doing his kind of thing, it's like he's got on a T-shirt and everybody else is trying to do something else. Like you mentioned it. You're sick and tired of listening to people talk about sexuality all of the time. Let's get off of it. But they walk into the room with that T-shirt on, guess how I do it? And then they've got a description they want you to know, and everybody else is trying to go deal with the realities that they're there to deal with, and this T-shirt just glares. See, so it's not your fault. We just got typically work. They're going through classes and how to do this.
Wow.
You were earnest about what you're doing, but they're not honest with us. See, what does that make you if you are advocating and you are a parent and you're advocating something that works out to pedophilia? He talks about he got enticed out of his own mouth by a tranny when he was 16 years old. He's got an accusation, which is a judge, I have to say, he's innocent until he's proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of, where a tranny sex worker says it dealt with him when she was 15, but she's not the only one. Now, I'll take that with a grain of salt. But you see, that's one of the risks that comes out of that. That's being used to push something that everybody agrees is poisonous. Pedophilia. We don't want our children getting passed around. But you see, we have a situation now where you're a young man and you're a young woman. You can't deal with each other because there's some kind of monster in the room that's making everything messed up. Boys and girls can't be Boys and Girls 101A anymore. Because of it, but yet they get to throw this at us all day long, all the time, yada 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 about this kind of stuff.
Judge Brown, what happened?
Classes in some
he never ain't have it.
Going to teach us class. We have to deal with the contribution of homosexuals to America. Teacher, what's homosexual? Well, that's people of the same sex who have sex together. Teacher, what's sex? And then we can't even teach them about regular sex when they're in the third grade. But here you are interjecting that. And then they try to do it with us. Well, it's not sexual. It's like BFF, best friends forever. They can kiss, hold hands, hug, caress, and make each other feel good. So you see little 9-year-old boys walking down, holding hands and kissing each other in the mouth. Why are you doing that? Because they said it was okay in school. That's recruitment. But they're supposed to be accepted because they're born that way. That's nonsense. We even threw that nonsense out there. They're born this way. You know, like people are born blind, but we don't put our eyes out so we can commensurate with them. We accommodate them, but they can't take over the whole damn world so nobody else can do what they can't do. You see, but that is the thing that we get thrown at us. That was just rude. That was propagandistic. And these laggards over here in the Black Caucus in D.C. ain't doing a damn thing anyway except plotting on pushing what he's trying to push and used us for. Now, I've got so many texts and personal messages, what do they call it, direct messages through Twitter. It is pathetic. they don't like this. I mean, there's one
Right.
or two out of every 20 or so that support him. He's right to do. Well, he's got a right to do whatever the hell he wants to do. It's American as a First Amendment. But people are
Right.
concerned about the family. And as you heard him say, what does this have to do with the family? Now, I've had one,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5 black actors who have at least as much stature as him, calling him all kinds of bad things that I am not going to repeat.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it's not like this is universal. I went through that nonsense in Hollywood about them trying to get me to support that. And I just said, I quit. Through your last contract. I'm not signing it because I won't sign off on this other stuff.
Right.
See, it's about choices.
Right.
John Wick's 3 movies, they keep talking about consequences. Everything you do has consequences. And what this is it's corrupting our youth. It is making them confused. They don't know what the hell to do. Boys don't know how to talk to girls anymore. There are no fathers in the home. There is all kinds of choice that is spread out there. And, you know, we got one tranny in the military, and our last president, number 44, pushed that. Number 45 is accident. So, I mean, you know, what's that supposed to make a difference for? That's like we're all supposed to guide ourselves by this. And then just rudeness. You come on, for God's sake, at least do people the courtesy of defending your position. You know, nothing but outright propaganda out.
Okay. Well, it's outright propaganda. We've been saying that it's outright propaganda. And I was talking about in my last video, in one of my videos, when I was talking about Malik Yoba, when I said how I heard like a whole bunch of other people like defending him and defending the fact that he had been with that trans worker when she was underage, and said something like, but the trans worker knew what they was doing. I mean, they had to either do that to eat and this, that, and the third. So everybody who I heard are a bunch of the gay men who were talking about it.
But that don't make it right.
It doesn't make it right at all.
sure
But in
doesn't.
fact, pedophilia. That's what I said. What they're gonna do? Add a P to the end of the alphabet, because they keep adding letters to the alphabet. Because if you're gonna sit there and you know apologize for and emphasize with these teens selling their bodies as if that's okay, it's almost like you're giving them free license to do it. It's just not cool.
And I think that everybody sees that this has an agenda, especially like now that they're trying to teach LGBTQ history in class. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My thing, they don't even teach black history in class.
Right.
Barely.
I had to listen to that whole thing because I had been listening to it in bits and pieces. So that's why I went ahead and played, most of it. It's only like maybe about 10 minutes left of the video. But if y'all want to watch it, I'll put the link in the description box for you to watch the whole thing. But it's just really interesting to me that people see what I see, because even Just Lovely and I were talking about this. There was this trans person on Facebook, and they actually used their video in that root video to kind of like explain why Malik blew up or whatever, because a lot of trans people are actually saying that Malik Yoba is grandstanding and is not for their cause, and he hasn't did anything for their community, and now he's just speaking on behalf of himself, basically to put himself out there to do interviews or to do this or to do that, and he's not necessarily doing anything of worth within the community. And he couldn't even mention anybody in the trans community that he's worked with in advocacy of sex work or anything. So it was just interesting. Whatever this other lady's name was, like, she pretty much broke it down and pretty much said that men like Malik who say they love trans are trans attracted, are only attracted to the penis, so therefore they are gay. And so this trans person actually agreed, because she was like, most if you are a trans person who don't identify with their bodies and want to be a different sex, the last thing you want is that sex organ. So if somebody is, with you for that sex organ, they're with you because you are what you don't want to be, which is so confusing. But yeah,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because my
they
thing
have
is,
made a
they
lot of great
they're trying to push this pedophilia act too, and I think that's
hmm
wrong. They trying to push this narrative that hey, it's okay to be a pedophile, it's okay to have sex with young kids, and
but
that's not cool either.
they
They're
got
trying
these
to
little
make this
young
law.
boys dressing up and twirling around at the Pride Festival. So I'm like, if you like 8, 9, well, like even D Wade's son, like yeah, they're accepting of him because of he says that's who he is. But when you take him to an adult event like Pride, to me that's enforcing pedophilia. Like, why would you take your child to something that is basically focused on sex, pretty much? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. Mr.
It's
Debonair,
sad. It's sad.
No, I'm here.
he like, I ain't got nothing to say about this girl.
No, not a word.
You ain't got nothing to say about Judge Joe Brown, what he had to say? I know, you was in your
He
feelings.
had some valid points. He
Yeah.
had some valid points. Uh, yeah,
But my thing is,
it is what it is.
I
yeah,
think the outrage with Judge Joe Brown is just that this particular person is just pussyfooting around and just going for he on a tour. And,
yeah.
and what he doing is he's speaking like somebody in the chat said in a 360 motion. Like I don't really think he's sure as to what he is trying to convey to people. And it's just weird that he's doing this. Some
And
people
then
say
he get mad at people for trying to label him when he is the person who put himself out there in the first place. That's what I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like, didn't nobody ask you, did you like trans? You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody. Malik Yoba, I'm trans attracted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is? I don't get it. Hey, Stephanie.
He's an
He
attention
never
whore. He
answered
just
how
wants
we
some
as the Black
attention.
community should support their cause. Exactly, Kendra.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I
I think
don't
he's
and
just
see,
he's,
that's
he's
what
just happy for the attention that he's getting from it.
and
I
that's what I think it's all about.
I think the whole issue with the topic is that you know I'm not trying to force what I love and do on other people, and it to me it just seems like so in some ways it's kind of like we're being forced
Yep.
to accept and deal with certain things that we don't even want to accept or and it's not about exception, it's just that it should be just rammed down my throat all the time.
Yeah, I
Cause
can agree.
I'm gonna sound like the damn white man who say he got a black friend, but I have plenty of gay and trans, and my hairstylist is trans. I've been knowing this trans person all my life. Now, what we did fall out at is when he's tried to take a stance with Manhand and talk about Michelle, somebody who they don't even really know.
He was talking about
Yeah, girl, he's dogging you out. So,
Right.
you know, I haven't been back to get my hair done. I love them from afar. We've been friends since high school. So, I don't have
don't break
an
up your
issue with
relationship with your hairstylist on my account now.
girl. I love my wigs. But I'm not, they get higher and higher every time I turn around. But I'm not not in love with that person anymore. I still care for them. And like I got a gay baby daddy. I guess you could say I guess they could say I'm using him as an accessory, which isn't true. He's like one of my best friends at work.
I think that's an insult. That's
It
an
is
insult
an
to
insult.
the gay
He's
men,
one of my, he's
to say
one of
that they are accessories or purses. That's an insult.
It's an insult. And he's one of my best friends at work. Anytime he invite me to his house, I go. I invite him out to, here he comes. And hell, I loved him so much I gave him Junior. Junior is my other old Yorkie.
That's a lot.
I
What you
mean, I wouldn't. I mean, my brother's gay, but that don't mean that's because my brother's gay. I believe in that. That it took me a long time to try to understand it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I mean, my parents are very religious, so we don't. That's something I don't get down with. But I try to tolerate it. I tried because I love my brother. That don't mean I want that in my house. That don't mean I'm homophobic. I'm just good. You do you, and I'll do me. I still love you, but Malik has got everybody confused, and he confused. And I'm not gonna teach my kid that. I'm sorry, my kid, my son be asking that. No, that's not okay. Man and a woman. That's what we tell them too.
Yeah.
But you know, I had to really come to terms and change my mindset on a few things. When the whole bathroom topic came up, I really didn't see the issue. Like I felt like it would probably be in the kids' best interest for it to be that the trans women come into the women's bathroom because I felt like I wouldn't want my son in the men's room and see this person coming in dressed up like a female. That was just my opinion. But I do feel like, you know, it's bad when the kids are being exposed to certain things at such young ages. And I see where that's coming from. But I also say too that out in the public, anything goes. Like if you bring your child out and they're in the bathroom, then they're in the bathroom. That's just it. But whatever you do in your home is whatever you have, you know, personally. That's your personal opinion. Like I said, I don't have any ill will against the community, but I just don't feel like it should be in our schools. I don't feel like it should be on cartoons. And if in your home you don't want that in your home, then that's what you choose. Because I have friends that are totally like none of the conversations that I have on the internet with you all, I could have with any of my friends because as much as they say they're not homophobic, I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's like some of the things that they say, I'll be like, oh my God, you so heartless. That's a person. Like, you know, this person, they have the right to live their life how they choose. And I do sometimes feel like gay, homosexual people do not just choose to be gay or homosexual. I do feel like a lot of times people are born that way. I do.
Okay.
But at the same time, as Malik need to go and educate himself before he's trying to educate us. How about that?
That's true
I'm
too.
sick of I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him.
I
I
agree.
don't even think
I
he's
agree with
trying to
Kendra.
educate us at this point. I think he's just trying to,
He's trying to ram it down our throat.
Yes.
Period.
He's an
He's
uninvited
trying to push the
spokesperson.
narrative.
That's how I see him. Like he was
Yeah.
uninvited to be a spokesperson. Like nobody wanted him to be their spokesperson. He just pretty much just voted himself as the spokesperson for trans, and now he hasn't been saying much since all of these blowouts and people embarrassing the hell out of him, because once he get the right person that he can't manipulate the conversation and control the conversation, then it's a wrap. And that's the last couple of interviews, that's what it's been like. Judge Joe Brown, he couldn't manipulate that conversation. The root guy, he couldn't manipulate that conversation. So what could he do but blow up and storm out, or hang up the phone or whatever. So once you realize that your opponent is about to kill you, you know what I'm saying, you run for the hills, and that's what it's looking like.
J Farm B, I mean, I understand your point, and I do agree with what you're saying. Like, being homosexual has nothing to do with Malik Yoba and what he's doing.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I just think that he's trying to push a narrative on people that don't want to hear it, point blank. Like I was telling y'all before, if you go over and listen to the what is it? HP Perspective on Young Pharaoh's other channel. He really do break down how a lot of people actually feel. Like, you know, we don't. It ain't that we don't like it. It's just that we don't care. We don't give a damn. Like, why we gotta? It's like y'all. It's like some people be saying, "Oh, y'all gonna do this and y'all gonna like this regardless as to what." But the thing is that I don't have to. That's the point.
Yeah.
You don't have
why is this oversharing too? I don't go around saying I want to sleep with a man. I like dick. I'm so sick of gay people saying.
Well,
I'm just
I
saying.
ain't gonna lie.
I'm so sick of them saying I'm gay. I'm this. Do I care? I don't care. I don't go around saying
And
I'm
that's my
straight
point
and I'm a
too.
man.
Like, we don't have to sit around and like advertise that we straight. So why do you have to come out and advertise that you gay? Like, at the end of the day, it's always a big conversation and a big to do, and not necessarily gay, but trans or whatever the case may be. It's always got to be a big conversation about it. And
Andrea, you mean cookie?
I mean, but I'm saying, why do people got announced that they're gay, bisexual, whatever? Does that matter anymore? I don't care what everybody do in their bedroom. It's too much TMI. There's too much sharing. Good gracious, come on now. I don't go around saying I want a man because I do want a man, but I don't go around announcing it to everybody. I want a man. That is not my conversation.
I say that all the time. What you say with Mr. Debonair?
Gotta love.
I agree with Andrea. Like, at this point, like, it's too out there. It's just like having to explain yourself, you black to somebody white. Like, it's gonna go back and forth all the time. Like, I base a person off character. You know, I get to see and know you. Okay, it's obvious. I'm black, you white, you gay, you straight. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's have fun. You know, when you get into stuff that you know people are gonna differ, it's gonna cause conflict unnecessarily. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're a good person. I'm a good person. Let's just talk and conversate. Like, we don't have to know what you do in your bedroom. It don't matter. It ain't gonna change my situation. It ain't gonna change yours. You know, let's go beyond that. Stop
Gotta love
advocating.
Jones because we are the social norm. We're accepted by the masses and they are not. But gotta love Jones. My thing is how like I could walk in a room and somebody knows that I'm black. Right, but I can't walk in the room and somebody knows that if I'm homosexual or straight or trans or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So the thing is, when you start those conversations, and you got to come out and just tell people who didn't even ask or inquire, "Hey, I'm gay. Hey, I'm a lesbian. Hey, I'm bi." Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? So why would we have to have this conversation with anybody? So that's what we were getting at. It wasn't that we'd annoy.
It's something in the air. Everybody got to do all this sharing. I think they didn't get enough love because I don't go to my mama and say, "Mama, I like a man." She know that. I mean, it's something in the air that you got to get enough love that you got to tell everybody that you like one sex or the other. But on now, all this oversharing is too much. Ridiculous.
Right.
Because I don't need to know all what you doing. What we doing is that.
I mean, that's what social media is for. It's to be social.
I'm wrong when I say this, but you know what? My mom told me a long time ago. Gay people it's been gay people, but the problem and the difference now and back in the day, they wasn't out here oversharing. They was gay and you was okay with it. It was two mommy, two daddy. You go on about your business.
Well, what if it was it was two daddies? Like, who? I don't get it. You said, but if somebody that is gay walk into their work function with their partner, it would be the topic of the night because nobody knew. But nobody knew. I mean, I take my girlfriends with me. If I ain't got no husband, I might ask Just Lovely or Andrea to go. That don't mean I'm gay.
We ain't gay.
So the thing is, if they walk in with their partner and they tonguing them down or something, are they grabbing each other's butt? Are they saying, with your sexuality? Like it is. You don't have to hide anything, but you don't have to necessarily be out in the open with what you do in the bedroom either.
Yep.
Right.
My son-in-law,
grandchildren. You can still have grandchildren if your children gay.
Yep, that's true too.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law married a woman, and she was married to my brother-in-law for 10 years. I just found out she married a woman. I was like, that's what she doing now? Okay. She wasn't oversharing or nothing. She said, this is what she doing. I'm good with that.
Anything else you would like to get off of your chest? Mr. Debonair, would you like to choose the next topic? Because let's see what we got. Maybe 30.
Yeah. Next topic. Something controversial. How you feel about that girl lying and the consequences with that, by her lying, saying she was attacked by her white
She pulled a Justice Smollett.
students?
She pulled a
Yeah.
Justice.
She sure did.
I wonder how did they catch that she was lying?
I don't know. I haven't read the entire story, so I mean, maybe things didn't add up, because I think I read something about the mama. Somebody said she did have a problem with the two people, but she over exaggerated what happened.
Right. They were thinking that she used the bullying that she was going through as a reason to want her dreads cut off so that she can fit in more, because none of the other black students there get the bullying that she does simply because of her hair.
That's
So
gonna
I
be
think it may have been.
That was a conversation she had with her mama.
She should have been telling my mama, I want to cut my dreads off.
Maybe she didn't know how. Just like even myself forcing her daughter to have them dreads. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she didn't ask for them when she was 2 years old, but she got them. So when she get 10, 11, 12, and people like, why you got these dreads? What's gonna happen? She's a kid.
I personally think Eva was lazy and don't want to lose the little girl's hair. That's me.
Yeah.
That's just my
I feel strongly about dreads. Like sister locks, more neat and kept. Whether the wicked out dreads, the free flowing dreads. I just think to me that shit do look dirty. It do make it look nasty. And I'm in Florida, so they do that a lot. Have them free flowing dreads.
Yeah, all these stereotypes.
Here's how
I hate dreads. I do too. I feel the same way. I think
the 12-year-old girl, she was busted because the police investigated it, and the evidence didn't line up, and so then she admitted that
just got a little jump. I'm sorry, y'all. Every time I read her name, I go to singing. You're all who I need. But Mary J. Blige's version. I got.
I don't know. Just lovely. You're a little older. You're a little older. You might be singing the Cheryl Lynn version.
No, I was singing the Mary J. Blige version. You gotta love Jones for your body and your skin tone. But that's how my mom was too. She would tell us, if it's something that you don't feel like you feel comfortable coming to me, just write it down and we'll talk about it. And I felt comfortable with that.
Okay, now what if it's part of her religion? Her parents might be Rastafarian. They might be. Who else do the dreads? Might be the naturalist, Yahweh.
I was having a problem with doing something to kids' hair that they didn't ask you to do. Like,
and that goes into another topic. Like, do you force your kids into your beliefs and your religions?
But dreads ain't no religion.
And some religions,
some people have as a religion.
And Yahweh.
Yeah, they as a part of their religion.
Oh. Yeah.
And I just feel like, when I was a kid, I hated the braids, but my mama always braided my hair. I wanted my hair to be long and flowy. I could never have no
permanent though. That was not permanent.
Yeah, I could never have a perm. I always had to go get it pressed out mind you, it grew longer that way.
That's a whole nother conversation about
That's
black
talking about
little
people
girls
hate they
and
self.
internalized self-hate that we have for
That
our
is not self-hate.
I'm talking about myself as well. But when we're growing up, like when we were younger, just like Judge Joe Brown said, it was always blondes blondes have more fun, long hair is better, whatever, straight hair. And we're not taught to love our naturally curly, kinky hair. Like we always we want a perm, we want it longer, we want some weave, we want, so that's one reason why I gave up weed, because I was like, oh, I don't know. It's just
Reese's. You know what?
Well, Michelle, you still perm your head over.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I
you
never
do.
heard.
You don't?
How I'm gonna speak for you? I want to say something to Reese's. She said she cut her hair on the wrong moon. So Reese's, can you please tell me which moon? I remember as a child, my mom would trim my ends on certain moons. So how do you know what moon you should cut your hair on?
So what does that mean?
What moon?
Is that Yahweh? Is that Yahweh? Or is
No,
that
that's not
Rastafarian?
Yahweh. It's just I think that back in time, people used to actually read the Farmer's Almanac, and the Farmer's Almanac used to tell you when you could do certain things, especially to help your crops to grow and things of that nature. So my mother used to always like trim my ends on certain moons. And I believe it helped my hair to grow.
Oh, okay.
My mom let me get perm when I was 13.
On a full moon, you should not.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
mom
I can always.
You in the bathroom again?
No, I'm washing
I
dishes.
think
let
that
me mute my
Princess
phone.
AG somewhere where it's raining.
Oh, what
Oh
you say?
no, that's him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's not me.
I'm washing dishes.
Oh, okay. You can wash
My
your.
mom let me get perm at 13. My mom let me get perm at 13 because I wanted my hair straight. But at the same time,
like 5, child.
At 5.
But
I was going to summer camp, and I needed to when I went swimming, I needed my hair to be straight or whatever. I ain't need no afro.
So when we went to summer camp,
I got it just for me
down
perm, and it didn't work.
So if you had daughter Michelle, would you begin putting perm in your daughter hair?
No, I would not.
But see, Michelle, you would be doing the same thing that you said. You said that you just don't feel like people should be doing things to their kids' hair.
So what do you mean? I said I would not give them a perm.
You said you wouldn't get them a perm, but what if your child didn't want to have her hair big or whatever?
That nappy ass blue-eyed
Hair that's growing out her head. That's the point.
Yeah.
We need to teach our kids to love their hair. Like you black, you can't have white hair.
Yeah, children emulate what they see their parents do. So if they see their parents wearing weave, then they want the weave. They want to have long hair. But if they see their parents with their natural hair, then it's
at 5 years old. No.
No.
Child, I ain't never getting no.
I know what relaxer does to your hair, and I know what a relaxer does to your brain.
Exactly.
So no, I would not do that.
I know.
Now we know.
I would tell my daughters and maybe at 16 we'll think about it. Until then, no, because it causes so much damages to to your hair, to your own chemical.
16. The hell
Let me tell
you
y'all.
fucking at 16. You can't tell that girl what to do her hair at 16. We fucking at 16.
Oh no,
my God! Make
Oh
it
no, they
better.
not. Oh no, they not. I will say what?
Stop it. You and them white babies.
I have plenty of time to do that.
I tell with you.
Yeah,
you gonna tell that grown ass woman.
16 doesn't mean they have to have a perm?
not to say it's anything wrong with, with if you choose to have your hair straightened or if you choose to wear your hair, weaves and wigs. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I do feel like us as a collective, as Black people, we don't value the hair that grow out our head. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel like, it's ingrained in us as a little child. Like, and I can use myself for an example. My mom has
Now,
always.
just look at the perfect example, right? The perfect example
You
is
gotta
that
have this.
the kid. Remember the H&M?
I'm sorry, what you say, Mimi?
I said the perfect example. Look at us with that, the H&M kid. Remember how everyone went crazy? I'm like, but that's how some of a Black hair look like,
right,
when it's all messy.
And then they talk about, her hair not even healthy.
But-
Why was it healthy? It was just nappy. It was just whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And so,
everyone had a perm and it ate it out.
But that hair wasn't even ate out. Her hair was just kinky. It wasn't ate out.
It was just kinky, normal 4C hair. That's how it usually looks. But the problem is, like, we hide behind the weave, the braids. We don't even know our own hair. That's the problem.
But what if you had a son, Michelle? What about your son? Because my son had to get a haircut every 2 weeks. Because I want to.
I mean, I don't mind haircuts and stuff, but he ain't get no S curl and you know what I mean? Like, it's a haircut. Low tip fade or whatever. But I don't have kids, so there's that. But then I just know, I just feel collectively as a group, we Black women, we put so much emphasis on hair. We spend so much of our money on hair. All of this with hair, when at the end of the day, like here I am, and however old I am, but you see all these people with natural, beautiful, flowing hair, and it's like your hair could have been big and beautiful and flowing if you had never got a perm. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, why not just start the movement now? That's why a lot of people are going natural, because they see your hair is healthier without all the extra.
Yeah.
Or
So
just
what was
water with a comb. It's perfectly fine.
So what was the problem with
That's
the
why I
hair?
think
Like,
that-
why was people
on my hair. I started though.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Debonair, you in that water still flowing.
Are you taking a shower with them babies, Mr. Debonair?
I have one question for Mr. Debonair. Me and my son have this argument all the time about Cam Newton's hair. I hate his hair. My son says, "Mom, leave it go." I'm like, "You in the NFL? You should keep it. You should have a clean cut hair." What you think about that?
Cam Newton need an S curl. He needs something to soften that shit.
See, that's self-hate. What's wrong with his hair?
It looks like a hot mess.
Man, it look like pubic hairs.
Yes.
It looks like a hot mess. You in the
We
NFL?
don't got the same texture.
You in the NFL? He's a Black quarterback. He's a Black quarterback. You in the NFL? That's a hot mess.
So
what about the one who got the long hair flowing down his back, and then they grab him by the hair?
The Hawaiian dude. I can't think of his name right now.
I mean, but we have a double standard. I feel like a Black man in the NFL, you're the quarterback, you're the franchise quarterback. You play for the team, and you got your hair just like that.
At that point, you have money equals power, power equals freedom. So at that point, you can wear your hair however you want to. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z grew his hair out too. So as long as you keep your hair trimmed in an appropriate way, why should you be embarrassed about what's growing out your head? Like,
Andrea, who
Let me
said
go look at Cam.
He look a hot mess. Are you serious?
Says you have to.
I'm about to pull him up.
He look a hot mess. I know. I watch it. He look a hot mess.
But it looks nice to him. He'd enjoy. He's a billionaire.
Okay, it looks ghetto. How about that?
Stop
It
it.
looks
See,
ghetto.
that's the problem. How is it looking ghetto?
It looks ghetto.
Cute.
It doesn't look ghetto.
How can his hair look? How does ghetto hair look?
Oh my God!
Like he ain't combing it. It
If
looks
I
nasty.
didn't think that he
It's a dreadlock. He's not supposed to comb it.
It would be different. It would be different if he was if he played as he was a linebacker. He's a quarterback of the NFL.
What? Andrea.
We see.
Andrea, stop this self-hate. That is
My
self-hate.
daddy taught me a man should keep his hair cut all the time, and my son is the same way. Now he's
Andrea,
grown.
you know where the haircut thing came from slavery. That's where it came from. Where the black man had to be really proper to even be accepted in a white man world. You had to cut your hair. You had to do all that stuff, dressed up all this way. You know, when they bought the slave from Africa, that we went like that. We were not like that at all.
That's not an excuse not to
culture. That is something we
do. That's not an excuse not to be neat in camp. Like comb your shit, trim it up, go to the barber
I'm not saying it's an excuse. What I'm saying, Andrea, you calling it ghetto, that's not okay. It's not. What is a ghetto about it? You might say that's not your preference. You might not like it.
About his hair. Explain to me what's ghetto about his hair.
What is ghetto hair?
Let me tell you something. I know football. Let me tell you, when he first came in the league,
you know football. Oh my goodness!
He first came in the league, his hair was not looking like this.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
His hair was not like this.
Money comes power comes freedom. What's wrong with his hair?
His money.
His hair is lined up.
Andrea, just answer me one question. What is the ghetto hair? What is it?
Okay, Mima, I'm gonna let you know who I am. I do not like little black boys with their hair not being cut. It looks a hot mess. And I think some people just make his hair look a hot mess.
That's your preference. That is your preference.
His hair is cut on the side. He's just letting it grow at the center. His hair is cut.
His hair's on my screen.
What is that?
It's tapered on the sides. It's lined up. I'm trying to figure out what's ghetto.
That's all I want to know. What is ghetto hair, Andrea?
That's ghetto hair. I think I'm look at that. That's work.
I love it. Now, Gotta Love Jones said, I am more concerned with his clothing than
Andrea. I want to know.
Wrong. How about that? They're both wrong. His clothes and him is wrong.
What is ghetto hair?
This is ghetto hair to me. This is ghetto hair to me. Okay. And let me tell you something. When Cam Newton first got in the NFL, he had a clean cut hair. He was trying to get his money. Now he got his money. He felt like he could just wear anything.
Well, now he's getting freedom.
Look, that's anybody. But look, when I was working at corporate America, I wasn't wearing braids down to my ass either. But since I work at home, I can wear my hair purple, green, red, any color. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
if Cam Newton wasn't the quarterback in the NFL, I wouldn't give a damn what he looked like. Okay, but he's representing me as an African American man.
African American people. That's a white-owned company. They ain't studying you. He is a worker bee. So
not representing me at all.
Representing himself.
And the thing
Andrea, I support you.
Okay,
I support you because they're gonna see us all as him.
You know what I'm saying? When the NBA put a dress code in the NBA,
ain't nothing wrong with his hair.
It look a hot mess. That looks ghetto.
What is explain to me what is ghetto about his hair?
I'm gonna tell you what's ghetto. When Cam Newton first came in the NFL, he was trying to get his money. He was clean cut.
No, you already said that. What is ghetto hair?
What I mean is ghetto is this don't look appropriate to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
To you,
Andrea, that
was ghetto. You still not explaining.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. This is ghetto. This hair is just ghetto.
You're just throwing that word out all willy nilly.
Yeah. Okay, well, I feel like men should keep their hair cut, and I feel like this is bad. Bad.
Andrea, that could be his religion.
No, that ain't his religion. That's not his religion. Okay,
why not?
Why not? Huh?
Why?
How you
Why
know
not?
he didn't switch to that?
This is religion. We got 3 or 4 kids out of wedlock. That's his religion.
But you know, most Rastafarians do.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Okay, listen. I dated this guy from Cuba. He was a black Cuban, right?
Okay.
And you know, I used to think a lot. You know, I used to be like, "Oh my God, dress so nasty, dress this, dress that." But his hair never stink. It always was. He had dreads, but he took very good care of his hair, and it was
Yeah.
a part of his religion. And you know, a lot of times people think that their hair gives them their strength, and you know, it makes them who they are. And I think that is a part of their religion. It gives them their strength to live this life.
Like, look at his hair is very neat. Like his trim is lined up.
And
And
gotta love John is right. It's like Andrea, you saying ghetto, like what some white people say, or black people, like because they have tattoo and everything like that, they'll look thuggish. So
Yeah,
you
you're acting like it's the texture of his hair because I don't see anything wrong. It's lined up. It's neat.
it is clean.
And some of my ways come from my dad. He always said men should keep their hair cut. So I really he drew that into me and my sisters. We keep our son's hair cut all the time.
That's your
And
preference.
he be saying, and my dad used to say this is ghetto all the time to me. He would say it to me all the time.
Okay. From where I come from, in the villages where there's no such a thing as haircut. My grandparents didn't have haircut. Some of my uncle, my cousin didn't have haircut. If they were just taking care of their hair without having a haircut. So that's how we were raised. Haircut was something you did because you went to school, to the white people's school, and blah blah blah. That's it. So for you to say that it has to be haircut in this way, that's not right.
Now Jay-Z really look like Blue.
Jay-Z got the exact same haircut.
You know,
I think he need a haircut too. I think he need a haircut too.
You know how
that is your preference, Andrea.
They really look like twins now.
Andrea, you perpetrating what the white people always call us, thug, ghetto, because our hair and everything, we're not following the rules.
You know what? I really believe when you go. I mean, I tell my son this all the time. When he goes to a job interview, you gotta look right with a pair of slacks on, with a tie. Some of these kids don't even know how to do for a job interview.
That's fine. But see, what's happening is when we tell ourselves we have to do that, then our kids go to school and be sent home from school or suspended because they have dreads or they're, you know,
exactly.
I've seen so many articles where people be like, this little girl got suspended because she had beads in her hair.
In her hair,
this little boy got suspended because he had dreadlocks.
Remember the Williams sister, right? Serena and Venice, when they had the beads and everything. You know how they treated them, you know, all the names they were called? All that crap. When it's like, this is something we do in our culture. Just because you guys don't like it doesn't mean we're not gonna do it.
What you do at home versus that you do in a professional environment, you have to conform. If you want to let your hair nappy as fuck, do that at home. Don't go on people's job in professional settings.
But when you want to be discriminated against how you feel,
his hair is not funky. His hair is just fine.
If he was a linebacker, I would say, boy, do that. If you was a linebacker, but he's not a linebacker. He's a quarterback of the NFL. He's a
what
quarterback.
Does it have to do with anything?
Because it's a different set of standards.
Yeah, they do. A quarterback. A quarterback do have different standards on the team.
What is it a rule, Mr. Devon? Is it a rule in the NFL that he has to cut his hair, like way, not keep it out? Is there a rule?
No.
But as a
quarterback,
when you're
Yeah, quarterback is the team.
They haven't fined him for that, so they're okay with it.
Oh,
So,
do you know what Stephen A. Smith said on First Take? Cam Newton need to do something about his hair.
Oh, you listen to Stephen A. Smith?
I love Stephen A. Smith, okay? I love Stephen A. Smith. That's my husband in the morning. But he said it, okay?
Your
husband? He said,
oh my goodness, I can't. I can't.
He was
no,
fine.
Tell me.
I'm just saying, if you're a quarterback in the NFL and you're black.
Did they fine him for that?
Oh.
I mean, no, he can wear his hair like how he wants, but I mean, to be taken seriously, to be the face of the organization.
They are okay with that. Tell me this, right? Because
it goes beyond
so many years now.
I'm like,
it goes beyond.
Look like freedom to me. Like, Andre, it's some things you can do when you got money in your pocket. What you do when you got to answer to a job, like a 9 to 5. Like Cameron Newton, he has that freedom now. He can wear his hair however he wants.
Cam Newton and the difference between Jay-Z, two different things. Jay-Z is a record producer. He's Cam Newton is playing for the NFL. It's a difference.
Right. He get a check.
He's a billionaire.
Right, he's a millionaire. So what?
Yes, they're two different. He's in two different jobs. Cam Newton is the face of the NFL. Let me hold on a minute.
Andrea, what is the problem? What is your problem?
But you say a linebacker, they don't give a damn what he look like. They don't care what he look like, as long as he can tackle and hurt somebody. That's what linebackers do. A quarterback is the face of the NFL. Come on now, he's the quarterback, the face of the franchise.
If he lowered, he can wear his hair nappy. Now he at the higher echelon, he can't wear his hair nappy.
Yes,
he a billionaire. He can wear his hair nappy. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused.
Middle class people don't make it.
No. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying if a linebacker, we don't give a damn what he look like. All he supposed to do his damn job is to tackle somebody, get the quarterback. That's his job. The quarterback is the face of the NFL.
What have to do with his job?
Well, his hair says something about him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We looking at him like a damn fool.
He look like a rich black man. He look like a rich black man. Just like Jay-Z, he like a rich black man. If I was
Mr. Eminem, help me out. Who knows what I'm saying?
No,
hey, I'm trying.
He knows already. He can't help.
I'm trying to jump in, but damn, my voice, my voice can't carry like y'all's.
Go ahead, Mr.
Mr. Go ahead. We're listening.
I'm saying when you depend on the check, you gotta conform. I'm sorry. Jay-Z is his own boss. You know, he getting his own money. He don't have to answer to anyone. But with the NFL, with investors and sponsorship and all that stuff, they want a certain look. You know that going into a profession. And for you to walk out your house, wake up like you just woke up out the bed and think that's acceptable, and you don't want nobody to see the best you. Not saying he can't have his hair natural, but it could be a little bit more neater. That says a lot about you.
But neither, that says a lot about you. That says that you're bound to European beauty standards. Why it's got to be neater? It's his natural hair. It's his hair.
If he was the quarterback, if he wasn't the quarterback,
I mean, just because I want to
if he comb it, what you want him to pick it out like an afro 1970? Would that make it look better to you?
No, he can comb it out and go to the barber and let them trim it up and get him a more neat look.
It's trimmed up. You go to the barber.
Mr. Debonair, let me ask you, does he have sponsors?
I'm pretty sure he does, because he's very good at what he does.
Does he do his job well?
No, not right now.
He does.
Not right now. I
guarantee you,
Andre,
but I guarantee
not because of the hair.
I guarantee when he retires, he's not gonna get picked
right
up
now.
for
he's not
gonna be spent up to be a news anchor.
Why not?
Look at Mike.
He's not friendly. He's not TV friendly. Example.
Look at him. He's clean cut.
Oh my God! The white supremacy has destroyed us.
It has.
No, it don't have nothing to do with white supremacy. It's about being neat and clean.
It has a lot.
I didn't say him to ask Carl.
It has like it's clean. what you feel like is clean, Mr. Debonair, is what they have dictated to you is clean.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Nah,
So
absolutely not.
it's nothing dirty about his hair. It's like they have beat us down so much that they got us thinking that our natural hair is bad. That
That's
it's
coming
ugly.
out of our hair.
None of those things.
I done
It's none of
seen
those
some. I done
things.
seen some beautiful hairstyles with natural hair. That
What?
is
There's
that is
different natural. There's
that's not
different
Kim.
stuff.
That is not Kim. That
Go
To
back to the
you.
Cam Newton before he got
and
his
y'all
money.
cannot.
Okay.
If y'all
Look,
didn't
look
know
at his
his
picture
name,
when he first got
if
in
y'all
the
did not
NFL.
know
Look
his
at his
name,
picture.
y'all would not look at him and say he a millionaire, a
Thank you.
multi-millionaire.
Look
Why
at James
not?
Winston. Look at James Winston. His hair is clean cut right now. He's a black quarterback,
If
and
he
you know
was,
when he got in the NFL, he had a scandalous on him, and he keeping that clean cut look because he
What?
know
That
if he
is
don't,
his
he gonna have a stand
choice,
on him.
Andrea. That is his choice to do that.
Okay, but Mima,
If Cameron
he's a
doesn't
person.
want to do that, Cameron doesn't have to do that.
I tell my son every day, if he's not gonna be looking right when he go to work, he might get fired. Come on now, I'm gonna tell him to keep it real. I don't care what he say. I'm his brother. I'm gonna help him out.
That
And
is 9 to 5
his daddy is the
job.
same
That
way.
is different.
His daddy is the same way.
Listen to
His
me,
daddy got
Andrea.
a clean cut hair. His daddy wears a suit to work. We gonna keep it real. You want to keep a job? We gonna help you keep a job. We gonna tell you the truth.
Andrea, the NFL doesn't care, which you shouldn't care either.
Some people go to
The
work.
NFL hasn't fined him.
Slacking on their job.
Either. He's fine the way he is. They don't care with that. That's fine.
Do Aaron Rodgers look like that? Do Aaron Rodgers look like that? I'm just asking the question. No, we don't. He got clean cut hair. I mean, he white
Who?
too. A quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Why he's white? That's his preference. What does that
I'm
have to
just
do?
saying. I'm just saying. Look
What
at
I'm
Ira.
saying,
Look at
what
Ira.
I'm
Terry
saying,
Laws, he do football. Terry Laws,
what I'm
good
saying is
quarterback.
his
I lost the
job.
argument. I just
If
kind of
his
like found
job
out.
doesn't
I just
care,
feel like there's
they
no
didn't
way.
do anything
Michelle,
about
I
it,
bowed
then
out
that's
30 minutes
fine.
ago.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm not the only one feel this
His
way. I
job
got a lot of
didn't
people
fine
feel this
him.
way.
I'm sure you're not the
You
only
know,
one that feels this way,
NFL is
Andrea. But
good
just like
at
you're saying,
finding
as
people,
far as
right, Andrea?
as
NFL
society
is good at
teaches us not
finding
to
people.
love our hair, not to love our hair's texture, not to love its many
Michelle,
forms.
I'm not saying I love our hair, but I'm
But
saying
that's the way it's come across for you to say it's
It is.
ghetto. It's
Yeah.
this, it's that. It's and
okay,
I looked at the picture and his hair is clean cut. Like he doesn't like his
Not
edges are
dirty
done,
at
his
all.
fade is done. The only difference is his hair is growing out his head and the texture that it grew out of. What is wrong with that?
it just don't look appropriate right now in the profession
White
that
men
he's
be,
in.
Yeah.
white men be growing their hair all down their back
I'm
and wearing man bun and ponytail. Y'all don't be like, oh, that's so ghetto.
No, they
I
don't
think
say
it's
they
tacky.
say, oh,
I
that
think
is
it's tacky
garbage.
myself. I do think men with long hair is tacky too. I'm just saying that's me personally. I don't like it, and because of my
Okay,
dad that's
good.
taught me that.
Say that. Say personally, but don't say that it's ghetto.
It's my own personal take on it.
Thank
I don't
you.
like a man with long hair.
Finally.
You have the right to your
Finally.
opinion. You have the right to your opinion.
Yes, you do.
Now, Andrea, now you know if Cam wasn't a football player and he walked up to one of them on the streets to try to holler at them, they'll be looking all crazy. Telling, "Did you see his head, girl? Look at
Oh,
his head."
Thank you.
stop
Thank you.
it.
And that's
Look
the first thing I look
at
at. When a man
stop.
comes and talks to me, I'm looking at his feet, his hands, his nails, and his hair. Because if he got dreads, he can't even talk to me. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Trust me, that man's
It's not that
nails are
serious.
done, and I bet he got a nice watch on too. Because I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at his shoes. So look, his hair looks perfectly fine to me, and he got some
It's
goddamn hairs in his
clean.
mouth. Come on,
Yeah.
like,
And it's
you're
not
tripping.
smelling
He got
or anything like that.
and worth of
Please.
porcelain in his mouth, and you sit up and talk about his hair. Oh
His
my
hair,
god,
you got some issues, really.
That's my own
Mr. Debonair, you need to get out some more. Get
we
out
all
of
have
the country.
issues. Don't say that about Andrea. Like it is what it is. We all have our
preferences.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, I like a man. I like a clean
I
cut
just
haircut.
don't like that you called him ghetto. You called it ghetto.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted you to explain, like, what is ghetto? What is ghetto about? It ain't nothing ghetto about this. This look like money to me. Look at his teeth. Look at his skin. Look at his like. And you talking about just
beautiful teeth.
Back to his hair. Ain't nothing ghetto about that. That man got on $1,000 shirts. You talking about ghetto? Where?
Yeah, the hair. I can't get past the hair.
But that's your preference. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's your preference. But that doesn't mean.
And I know his contract ain't a guaranteed contract either. I'm just saying, Michelle. I know he. Yeah, well, if he ain't playing right, his money ain't right either. I'm just saying.
He's gonna get on fire, Andrea.
What'd you say?
Not
gonna get on fire.
I mean, you got to conform sometimes to the little things you don't want to conform. We all conform at work. I conform at my job when something.
So is his hair stopping him from performing his job?
I mean, I'm not saying his hair, but his bad plan was stopping
Okay,
him from
Andrea,
his
let me
job.
ask you this: if you were to go to work tomorrow and they told you couldn't wear weave, would you feel some kind of way?
Hell yeah, I feel some kind of
why
way.
should your
I can't
job
wear my weave.
Well, exactly. Why should your job dictate your hair?
Yeah, but see, I know how to keep my weed looking cute and stuff. He asking you.
What if they got a rule to say you can only wear black weave with a part on the left side, and you got a part in the middle and you got highlights?
Well, Michelle, I would tell them fire me. I'm gonna keep it 100. I have to job 5 before. Okay.
What's the point about the hair? What is the point?
What is the point?
It looks bad to him. You bad.
I'm just saying, my dad drilled it in my head that a man is not a man with the clean cut hair. That's a man.
You got a haircut. Do you not see the fade and the lineup? This dude then went to the barber.
Well, he need a new barber.
But know what though? It's a catch-22 because
I just got to make a point.
I'm dark skinned with curly hair, and when I grow my hair out in a 9-5, I get accused of having an S curl. Because my hair grow naturally curly. My hair don't look like Cam Newton's. Like, I always get accused of that. Like, I can't be dark skinned with curly hair. You get what I'm saying? Like, all the guys in my family have curly hair. That's just what we got.
Yeah.
But it's a catch-22. Like, damn, because I'm dark skinned, I'm supposed to be looking like Cam Newton. My hair don't grow that way. My hair grow out really, really curly. Especially if I wet it. It look like I have a Jerry curl.
Ideas. That's what they've done to us. It's like because they have one type of hair, because they don't have any variety. We are so blessed to have so much variety in the Black community. That's why they hate us so much. They don't have it. We do. And I think
with women, Andrea, like we can wear braids, we can wear dreads.
Yeah. And Michelle, you know what? I'll be honest, I see little Black boys walking around here with haircuts. I be like, what are they mamas doing with these hair? These are young boys. They should be looking like when I just my foster care kids go to school, they go to school because school is their job. So how they go to school looking
you need to stay away from kids. You need to stay from other people's kids.
I be asking my question. I be like,
if they cut my nephew hair, I'm gonna have a whole fit.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, if they cut my nephew hair, I'm gonna have a whole fit.
How your nephew hair look?
I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna take everybody to court.
No, I said when I go to take my kids to school, I be looking at the little kids' hair, and some of them Black boys need to get their hair cut. I'm like, what is mama's doing?
Your preference. That's not your parents' preference.
It's so funny, y'all, because I went through that as a kid because I had really long hair, really long, pretty hair. My mom used to like to cornroll it because literally my hair was probably down to my butt.
Yeah.
My dad didn't like it because he said it looked like a girl. My grandmother, because I lived with my grandmother, she liked for it to be loose. She's like, damn, you got beautiful hair. So I didn't struggle with all these different things to do with my hair. Like my mom literally had to follow my dad around whenever he got, I spent time with him. So, he went and slide to the barbershop to cut it off.
Wow.
But he got tired of saying that, damn, you got a beautiful little girl. He's like, man, you got me messed up. That's a boy. Or whatever. He's like, damn, this little chocolate ass got really long hair. And my mom curl it up. They take me to my grandmother. My grandma take it loose. And have it out. But yeah, like I said, it's a catch-22. Like we all got different texture hair, and like I said, I got teased for having curly hair, but everybody expect me because I'm dark skinned. My head supposed to look like Cam Newton, So it's
My
crazy.
head
I
look like
take my son to the barbershop. I couldn't wait to take my son to the barbershop. I couldn't wait. I was so happy he was going to the barbershop.
They did that to us, like with
you
colonialism
said that's
and
3C hair.
racism. Huh?
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Somebody
Oh,
said Cam has 3C hair. I think that's 4C.
there's a 3C here. I didn't know there was a 3C.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
But that's the thing, though, that we talk about it here. We spend so much, and then when you see something different, you start. You need to travel. You need to go to other African country and see other African people how they live with their hair. Their hair
Yeah.
is not a priority like everything else. As long as you clean, you take care of your hair, it's fine. Your
Because
teeth,
culturally it's different.
because
We
you have to
American.
smile.
We have
We
different.
American. We
We have
American.
different.
We
We have
come the
different
American
styles
way.
of beauty and what's
But that's what
acceptable.
I'm saying. I do not refuse. I'm saying, but the white people have been all over the country trying to impose the European style to everybody, right? All over the world. So what I'm saying, you as a black person, you should know your roots, even though you're American, but you're
And
African person,
and let's change that
a
because
black person.
that's a South African look. My descendants are from Egypt, and
Okay.
they have beautiful long straight. Like my hair is off black. I don't like it, so I usually dye mine jet black. But they have a whole different standard of beauty. Those people in Egypt have different hair texture, and their hair is curly
No, but
or bone
Egypt,
straight. So
no,
you can't
no,
say that's African beauty
no,
when
no,
different parts
because
of
in
Africa have
Egypt,
different standards of beauty.
before the European came, it was always the dark skinned people and different type of hair. That's what I'm saying. You still had dark skinned people, light skinned people, everything. Now, after the European came and took over and started multiplying, trying to take over the north part, that's why now you see more like people that are mixed. But that wasn't that before colonization. And that's the problem.
Now it is some things like during slavery they made people, African women, especially who worked in the house, cover their hair. But to say that that's a native African style that he's
What
wearing,
do you mean
not
cover
all
their
not
hair?
not
Who's
not not
cover
all
their hair?
Africans not all Africans wear their hair like that. Like I said, my descendants are from Egypt.
Okay.
So that's not what they look like. Their head don't look like that.
But that's just one like what are you saying? Like black people come in all
But
types
when
of
y'all see
shapes.
people hair matted up like that, to say, "Oh, that's standard African beauty," when Africa is made up of hundreds of different cultures within one continent, and y'all going by a more southern part of Africa to say that's a standard look for
But
all black
no,
people,
it's
when
not
all black people in
Africa
Africa do not
is
look like
not
that.
made of different. It's made of people with different texture of hair,
Right.
different. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, but it's different to the point where when the white people came, it became a problem because they didn't want one type, so they started separating us, and that's the problem. When we all just accepted all of us just the way we were, there was no slavery, there was no discrimination, there was no nothing like that. But when they came with the European Western beauty and they imposed it
Yeah,
on
but
everybody.
at the same time,
And
Mima, at the same time is I'm saying I love me. I love being black. But at the same time, it's my dad have his own business. But he's not going down to his business down with the white folks with his hair all over his head. That's something he ain't gonna do.
Andrea, are we back to this again? I thought we moved past that.
Andrea, I
I'm
support
just
you. I
sorry.
support you. If you on your job
I'm
with
done.
your hair looking like how you did when you woke up this morning, I just think that's a problem.
I just think it's a problem.
I think it's a
You
problem.
guys are all
I'm
over
not
the
saying we can
place.
come into the
You
white
guys
people.
are all over
I'm
the
just saying we
place.
have to have we always have to have a standard, and if we don't teach our kids the standard, it's like, man, y'all just saying let their hair be whatever. No, that's
But
not gonna work.
sometimes,
That's not gonna
Andrea,
work.
you need to develop your own standards. You can't go by the standards of the past. Like again, that there's a whole natural hair movement. Why do you think so many people are embracing their texture of their hair? That's why I said it's okay for Cam Newton to look like that, for Jay-Z to look like that, or whatever the case may be. Their hair is not unkempt. They're just wearing their natural hair.
They're not manipulating it as you suppose, like they told us to do so. If you want to cut it, he'll cut it. If you want to keep it that way, he'll keep it that way. You guys are all over the place. I'm not understanding the problem.
Right, and everybody has their own, preference. They way they want to wear their hair. But my thing is,
we're not going to
discourage
say
people from wearing
we
their
all over
own
the place.
I need weed now. I need to go smoke. You guys are driving me crazy.
Exactly.
You know what? I ain't the only one feel like this. I got a whole bunch of people feel the same way. I'm just saying.
Like Jesus.
That's all. We don't have to agree on everything. That's what makes our opinions matter, because everybody is not going to think the same. It is what it is. But on that note, we have been live for 2 hours.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I haven't ate my chicken yet. Let me stop. Just Lovely, you sleep yet? You still there?
I'm here, honey. I couldn't get a word in. Well, I'm okay.
Should I stay on a little bit longer, or should I hang up? What y'all want to do? You want to choose another topic? Let me know.
Yeah, stay a lot longer.
Yeah. Okay. So
the chat to tell us what we need to talk about next.
The chat, okay. The chat, please pick a topic and let it not be about hair.
Not the hair. Oh, and they're gonna go crazy.
While we can't get through a decent topic, we can't talk about diseases. Oh, we got to move on. We can't talk about it. We got to move on.
Okay, let's talk about something funny. I'm sure Mr. Debonair got some. Look, I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute and go grab me some water before I have a coughing fit. So y'all debate on the topic and have
Just Lovely. What was the last when me, you, Robert, and who else was all together? Andrea, you was in there.
Yes. Yeah, I was. We was talking about Donald Trump and the impeachment.
Oh yeah,
and basketball wives and colorism.
Oh yeah.
Just Lovely. How you feel about colorism?
I went to sleep on y'all. You mean when you and Robert and y'all went live on my channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about colorism?
We were talking about colorism and basketball wives.
We can't talk.
See, like, I don't know. Like, some of the stuff that people be discussing, I don't really be understanding why it's such an issue. And I guess I'm gonna be the one that everybody.
Hold on. Wait. Kendra, what you said? You said my picture and my story don't add up. What are you talking about?
What picture?
She said you ain't got no damn curly hair.
I don't. I have a short cut now. I got short wavy hair because Florida and it's hot as well. Take your wig off, Kendra, and let us see. Kendra, take off your wig and let us see your hair.
How you know she got wig on? Don't assume everybody got wigs.
Because you can go to my Facebook and my Instagram and Ahmad Thompson, and you can look at my hair.
A little sister, huh? A little sister.
On all platforms.
Let me go look. So you are following me. Let me go look.
I don't got to lie. I don't have to lie.
Now you're gonna have
I'm a reflection of a long descendants of dark, chocolate, good-looking dudes with nice curly hair.
You see,
and I put that on your wig.
Lamar what?
Thompson.
Lamar Thompson. I'm gonna stalk you right now.
I'm gonna stalk you too. I'm gonna stalk you too. Lamar Thompson.
First of all,
I'm putting my name. Lamar Thompson.
Lamar Thompson. These ain't
First
good.
of all, I'm private, so you ain't gonna get.
Oh, I'm following you, Hanny.
I'm private, so I don't see how you even get it.
Lamar Thompson.
Lamar Thompson.
And you know, Thompson is my maiden name. Thompson is my maiden name. Okay.
Say that again.
Did y'all think of a topic?
I don't want to talk about what they talking about. That's too serious. I want to talk about something funny.
Like what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to move on.
What? Well, I missed that whole conversation. I thought we were gonna drag the YouTube people.
I don't want to get on no dragging.
No, we can't talk about colorism because that go back to the hair thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Well, we can talk about Stacey Dash being arrested and what she was saying.
You know she ain't rap tight.
Oh no, that's gonna go back to colorism and the white babies.
But you and white babies.
I can't stand Stacey Dash.
Me either. I can't stand her either.
I'm about to look up some. I don't know what else to say about Stacey Dash. She beat up her.
She went to jail.
Went to jail. She on her fourth husband.
Adele is dating
fourth
a black
husband.
man. Adele is dating a black man.
Adele. She is?
She's dating Skepta.
Well, who is that?
Well, some black
Who?
man. Skepta. I'll show you his picture. Hold on.
Is that the person that she had the baby with? Or this is a different person?
No, that was her husband. She's divorcing him.
Oh, she did.
Mm-hmm.
They both from England.
Oh, the black guy too?
Mm-hmm. I guess he a rapper or something. I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up. I just trolled Lipstick Alley. Hold on. How I put it up there? This is his picture. Stop. Oh, I gotta turn this one off. Then I gotta add another one.
Juno say Crime River. Adele.
This is what her man looks like.
What does she look like?
Okay, I got something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm finna share my screen.
I'm sharing mine right now.
Well, I'm finna set it up.
Okay. That's her boyfriend. Allegedly.
Where?
Who is that?
Don't see him on the screen.
Oh, right here? Oh, okay. Ooh, good looking.
Uh-huh.
He's okay.
All our black men.
He's okay.
That's taking out the white ones, so it don't matter.
Yeah, we need to take all the rich white one.
So what y'all think about stuff like this? Look at this video.
Okay.
What happened?
What is it? Michelle, why you put that black man up with?
I'm just lost for words. I'm gonna miss you. I love you. I just made this video because you want to talk to me. I just wanted to reach out. I can't eat.
Is this supposed to be funny?
Can't sleep.
It ain't funny.
I thought we were trying to see something funny.
Listen.
What happened?
My dreams. I wake up. I call you. I can't get in touch with you. Can't reach you at all.
I'm going to bed.
I get up.
What happened? Why is she
I
crying?
don't know. I'm like, you said all that you was gonna call me back, but like, I try not to cry. I try to get over it. But all I think about is I think about you. I think about my phone. I think about you. Like I do. I've never been a girl like this.
Okay, so what she crying about is somebody who she dated They left her alone, and she is so distraught that she did a video to them on Facebook, crying and pleading her case. So, do y'all think she'll simp?
She needs some mental health issues. She got some mental health issues. Okay, man, let it go, baby. Get some help, please.
Next case.
So how do you get over a breakup?
You don't put
you watch all the bad.
You keep it moving. You keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. And maybe he went for you. And
yeah,
maybe the Lord got something for you.
She got a neck and a chin.
This is cute. Look at this.
You what?
Look at this.
Here come the Facebook queen.
Yeah. I gotta make something.
Mommy about to eat it.
How old is my baby?
Really said?
Oh.
Oh no.
Eat it.
Oh no.
What he say?
I swear.
Where are we going to eat at or something?
They say you gonna make mommy broke. Dang. They say I gonna make you broke. Because you eat all my food. You eat all my money up. You got cheese like me?
I thought he was cute.
What are we?
All right, you are no longer in control of the conversation.
I thought he was cute. I thought he was cute.
Give it to somebody else. Juno, do you want to join the chat?
Eat it.
Huh?
What? What did you say?
I don't know.
Just lovely.
Huh?
What do you say?
He said, "What we about to eat at?"
I know somebody needs to call child services.
Okay, Juno, what's your song request? Leave it in 15 minutes.
Kendra, whose husband was white?
Adele.
Oh, Adele's husband. Oh,
Where you been, Kendra? You been out being the mole? Speaking of moles, where is Noxema Jackson? He the one that was supposed to be coming over here telling us
over there.
Nah, that's the damn
over
mole.
there. He over there and what's called live calling him and complaining about that.
Jay Wilson
there.
I'm
He
so
over there, Brother Jay's live.
You lied to me, Noxema Jackson. You said.
Oh, did you guys see that picture of Kenya with the baby?
I said you was in somebody else's chat. I'm sorry, Mimi. What you say?
Oh, sorry. The picture with Kenya with the baby where she was saying we're gonna be all right or something like that.
Yes. See that.
Me and my baby, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna live a good life.
Okay. She better stay on housewife. She needs some housewife checks.
So why are we surprised?
Surprised about Kenya? I'm saying what do you guys think about it? We're talking about topics.
Okay.
We know Mark wasn't gonna be there too long. He's sick of her now.
Was he ever there?
No. He was never there.
Shady Michelle.
He was never there.
They separated. When they separate? They were never together. They ain't never shared a house together.
She paid off his taxes.
That's what they say.
Well, she wanted to separate after he started asking the money.
She said, "Me and my baby, we gonna be all right. We gonna live a good life." Brooklyn is adorable, and they had on a Mommy and Me dress. They were dressed alike and stuff.
Well, it's a good thing she got Portia because they done adopted them.
How has Portia?
Well, she better stay on the housewife another couple more seasons. You know, if that money rolls in for Brooklyn and get those expensive gifts and stuff and expensive stuff.
Well, she better be careful because if they find out about her life, she'll be gone again.
Yes. Show them the picture of her new adopted family. They said we're gonna take in the little single girl.
Oh my God, I'm tired of looking at Portia baby never smiling. God, Jesus.
You ain't gained that skill yet. She's so cute to me.
What was it at? A Portia account?
It's on Portia's account.
I think I'm blocked. Hold on, we about to find
Never seen a baby not smile.
That baby's mad because her mother was always mad the whole time. Remember?
She was a crybaby.
Always lying on people. Those things transfer.
See,
Well,
Portia didn't
got
have
her-
on black and gray. Portia had on that a color. Oops. What I do?
Okay.
It's not on her page. It's on Pilar's page. I'm sorry.
It's on the baby page.
Portia look good.
I don't know how to spell that baby name. Hold on.
Pilar. Pilar.
I was trying to go to where I thought there it is. She
Find a
tagged
picture of that baby smiling.
That's her right there.
Smiling. Look, she's smiling.
That's a smile,
her. She got gas right there.
That look like gas smile.
Well, she's smiling. That's the way she smiled in because she's smiling right there. Look,
What,
it
have
look
you seen her father?
You put some glasses on that baby. That
She
baby.
just looks like her father.
That's her. Yeah, feel like a daddy. Yeah.
She does. Look at her and her daddy. Look at that. See, he smiled. That's the same smile. It looks like
It look
he
more,
has
it look more
gas.
like Dennis and Portia. It look more like Dennis and Portia.
It's on that picture, that second picture right there. Yeah. And then you gotta go to the next one.
Oh.
Was she smiling? She's still not smiling.
Look at Grandmama Diane, honey. She got a new grandbaby.
Got new wig.
She got her new grandbaby, baby. She got a little.
Did she go to Greece too? Was she in
Got a
Greece?
mullet makeover. Did she go to Greece too?
Yeah, did she go to
I
Greece?
think she did.
That's what it looked like. They on the beach. Look at Dennis' mama. I still don't believe that's his mama.
Why?
You know what? On the show, I used to be thinking like, "Oh my God, this is a damn stand-in."
Mm-hmm.
Why that man got to have a fake
she an
mom?
actress.
Do you think that some women choose to be a baby mama? Jay, no, I chose not to be a baby mama.
Do you think some women would choose to be a baby mama? I don't think we make a choice to be a baby mama. I think sometimes I wasn't a baby mama. I became a ex-wife and a baby mama. Hell no.
But an ex-wife and baby mama, that's two different things. Why do you you were ex-wife? That's all.
But people be saying I'm the baby mama now. I was like, no, I don't know baby
you're
mama.
not
I'm the
baby
ex-wife.
mama.
No, you the ex-wife.
Yeah.
The baby mama is.
You never married them.
I never wanted to be a baby mama. If I couldn't be married and have my child with my husband, and that wasn't a choice for me.
But you don't have no
There are some women who want to be baby mama. Look
Yes,
like
you do have control, Michelle. You can't say you ain't got control.
Yeah,
I had control.
I get not having a child out of wedlock, but I'm saying if you get married and you have a child and then you get divorced, you can still be called a baby mama.
But no, because
it's not
in the right order.
I mean, technically you aren't. You know what I'm saying? But because
people
y'all
still call you one, people still call you a baby mama.
Like he said, he asked because so many women have children first. It's confusing.
They do.
And I feel like that's not the correct order of which you should do things.
It's not.
But I think some women choose it. Look at all those future baby mama. They chose to be.
They
baby
chose
mama.
to be baby mamas, but that just wasn't in the cards for me.
But just like Judge Brown said,
there's an option. Some people actually choose to be that way, and some people don't. Some people just happen to be. But people like the future and all those people, the baby mama, basically.
Oh, don't talk about.
Can I say one thing, Michelle, about Cam Newton? He is having 3-4 kids with that same woman. He ain't married her. I'm just saying, okay.
Andrea, he is so good.
I got a problem with that too.
Well,
Why he ain't
have
married her? Why
you
he
have
ain't
to
married
talk
her?
to Cam. You have to talk to him and that woman who keep giving him babies without
Right.
marrying her.
Ooh, right.
Hey, I thought we were talking about Kendra just brought it up. I thought we were talking about Noxzema, man. We talking about moles.
Okay, let's talk about
Let's talk
Noxzema
about
then.
the
Let's talk about
mole.
the squad member.
Let's talk about the mole. Well, the word
What
on
was
the street is that Kendra is the mole. I was like, no, she's not.
But who said she a mole?
Tube Talk said that she was a mole.
Oh, I don't
Who?
watch them.
Kendra ain't no damn mole.
Who?
Tube Talk. She's a content creator, and she said Kendra was a mole, and she showed two pictures. She showed one of Kendra and another girl, and I said that don't look like Kendra.
A mole for what though?
For what?
They were saying she's the mole to take carrying Bones back to Tracy.
Kendra, you be carrying Bones back to Tracy? Kendra, answer me.
She's the bone collector.
You know, you remind him of a gossiping church lady. Right.
I ain't one of guys from me.
Put her glasses on now. Put the glasses on.
You do look like one of Andrea. You do.
No, I mean, I think Noxzema is a little mole because he got two names. He has Noxzema and he has what's the other one?
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
He
And
got
got more than that.
He got more than them. He the Wolverine, Dr. Xavier, Storm,
Professor X.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Professor
X.
Really?
I really think he the mole because he over there he was over there with Jay Wilson and he was just mad with him. He wanted to control his platform. He was calling in and acting a fool.
Whoa.
And he was so mad at night that Jay Wilson had that white man on his panel. He was so mad.
Yes.
They called you Benita Betrayal, Andrea.
I ain't the
squad is over, Andrea. You done rubbed them the wrong way with the Cam.
I'm sorry.
We got some old ass Patreon members to remember about Living Color.
Well, you must be old too, because you know it. How you gonna call out somebody? You supposed to be like, "What's that?" That's how you say
the core group.
Tell me how you really feel about me. Tell me how you really feel.
Michelle, what was it that Noxzema was supposed to tell that night we were waiting for him?
About Jason, the culture. What was his name?
That was
lovely. No, what is it? Just lovely.
What was it?
He was going to discuss Sean Bradley Friday Night Live.
Oh, well, you gonna discuss it, Just Lovely, since you in here in his place?
Cause I know he's your friend.
Somebody said another lie.
Sean Bradley's your friend, Just Lovely.
I don't have a problem with Sean Bradley.
I know. The king.
You say old, sir. I'm 35.
Well, that's what I said, Jay Farman. If you old, he old. So how old are you, Mr. Debonair?
Huh?
How old are you?
I just turned 38 on the 9th.
38.
So you older than Jay.
Well, hold on now. My pubic hair is still black. I don't know what y'all talking about.
9 2.
I cannot.
Oh, y'all, I am such a horrible moderator today. I apologize because I'm just sitting up here like,
Okay, what happened? All right, Just Lovely. Tell us what.
Tell us the story.
All right, so Sean did a Friday Night Live. On the live, he called out a few people. He had called a whole lot of bitches and hoes.
Ooh.
And he just felt like not Zima Jackson felt like that, you know, he need to be reported to YouTube because he called people bitches and hoes.
What?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Do he have to talk like that all the time? I'm just asking the question. I'm confused there.
I guess, you know, people have a right to talk about the things that they want to on their channel.
No, not that. But do he have to say the bitches and hoes all the time? Because I think that's the same word. I'm just asking the question.
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Stop problem.
I'm just asking the question. She in a court of law, honey. She's just asking the questions. You got to answer the question. Just yes or no.
I can't answer for him. You know, a lot of times on my channel, it be a whole lot of F.
Good night, Kendra.
MFers. I say it. You know, but when I be in
other curse over here, it's you know, it's okay.
Good night, Kendra. I come from a long line of cussers, and a lot of times I be on my channel and I be calling a whole lot of people bitches and hoes. But you know, it's just I feel like cursing it just make the conversation more colorful, and it might be ignorant to some. But I have a question: who the world came up with saying that these are actually cuss words?
Well, okay. Good question.
Because you know what? You can say the same thing without the same words, and it can still hurt you. But at least when I'm cussing, you will know what I'm coming from.
Okay. I mean, he sounded a little extra for me because every word come out his mouth is nigga. I was like, wait a minute now. I mean, he's a little extra. That's all I'm asking.
But you know, that's just how some people get down.
Okay. I guess we don't do that in California that much. We
right. Like so you're on the West Coast and we're on the East Coast, and he's definitely far south. So, you know, a lot of times when I be listening to Sean, he be talking about like his upbringing. And like he gave an analogy about when he was growing up in the projects, they used to have like card parties and talk parties or whatever. And I know around card parties and games like that, you get around the experienced cussers. So, you know, you kind of know like how to, you know, put these words together and have a whole conversation with it. So like I said, some people feel like it's, you know, ignorant. And, you know, some people it's just, you know, their upbringing. That's why a lot of times
Sometimes you gotta hit right. Sometimes you gotta add a bitch at it.
Yeah, you gotta hit it right. Like you know, it just make the conversation more colorful. And I think for a lot of the people that be in the chat, well, it's not okay. It's not colorful for you, okay? But and I know it's a lot of people that they're offended by people that use curse words. But like I said, who in the world said that this is actually a curse word?
Right. See me, I like to build up to my cuss words.
Don't the English language say it's a curse word? What do you mean? I'm confused.
I don't think so, Michelle.
Like you don't have children saying F and you know MFs and all of that. Like
but that's just something that was just something that was doctrinated into our society.
No, it wasn't.
It's just the word.
Every society has curse words. The English use, you know, all kind of harsh.
They have the poorest curse word ever.
Like Jamaicans use blood. What was it they say?
I don't speak patois.
Blood clot. That's considered a cuss word. But to us, blood clot not.
But it's not every like you mean the kids can say it? That's fine. I'm confused.
I didn't say that.
Country girl says she don't like when women call and fight over the phone line. And that's what who said that. But I do think that it'd be a lot of agitating going on, and I don't like, you know, somebody playing the ringleader to all these women. That's all.
I don't like that.
But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened. So when Sean came on earlier that day, before that phone call live, when he came on, he was just talking about things that he feel like was successful for him. Like the things that he feel like, have gave him great pride in his life. And he was going on, and I felt like it was some great positive speaking that he was talking about. But what happened was he just, while he was in the conversation and talking about the things that he had been experiencing and how he feel like his life was going good, he so happened to look down in his chat, and they were in his chat, and they was like arguing amongst each other. And so they were like, call in. He ended that live and started another live, and he gave the phone number for them to call in. And they called in and they cursed each other out. And they talked about each other.
I was there. I seen that.
They talked about each other like dogs. And
what started the cussing though? What started it? They just called each other and started cussing?
They called because they was in his earlier chat fussing and arguing amongst each other. They were in his earlier chat giving addresses, telling people to meet them here and put up and come on, and you ain't gonna do this and you ain't gonna do that. So he was like, what's the problem? Like, what y'all got going on? So they were like, I want to call in. So he let them call in. Basically what they did was when they got on the line with each other, they just overtalked each other, and then no points was being said. So what he did was he muted them and let them get it out.
Then what's the point of having them call in if you know they're gonna argue?
They said they wanted to call in. So he allowed them to call in.
Got it.
But he didn't want
and I love Jones says he invited the drama in instead of leaving it in the chat or just telling them to stop. Seems like
they weren't talking, they was cussing each other out.
Exactly.
So he said, "Woo, child, the ghetto."
Right.
So that's what happened, and that's what Noxzema wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay. What was Noxzema's role in it? Was he?
He wasn't in the chat. He just went back and saw the playback.
Oh,
and then I can't say he wasn't in the chat or not because he got him blocked over there.
Oh, okay. Andrea, you still here?
Yeah, and the bundle.
He's spending.
Really got hit by the bundle.
She got the bundle. Andrea's spinning over there.
I know.
They doing construction on her bundle line.
They do it late at night. Well, guys, this has been really, really fun.
Jess, why they call him the King? Jess Lovey. Why they call him the King?
I don't know why they call him the King. I think somebody else who had a beef with him called him that, and he just ran with it.
I thought he started calling himself that.
No, somebody who had a beef with him called him that, and he just ran with it.
Okay, I tried to understand who he was, but I was confused. He doing a little too much for me, and I started to see he liked to argue with a bunch of women, and that's why I was like, this ain't for me. I'm just saying my own observation of him.
Y'all talking about Sean Bradley?
Yes.
Y'all give me some people.
I don't even know who that is.
Because these little drama channels, I can't. I be wanting to look at.
I
can watch it all.
I started following Sean. It wasn't like Sean wasn't like that, and I think it is contributed to the live chat or the live. Like I said before, I've been on YouTube for years now, and I've been following a whole lot of content creators for years. Mm-hmm. And back in the day when they used to get into arguments on YouTube about whatever they got into arguments about, you had to actually get on your recorder, record your video, upload your video, and then you had to wait for the other person to respond. A long time ago, YouTube had on the platform, they used to allow you to do response videos where you can actually click on the video of the person who did it and you could respond. I guess they took that away because all the fussing and the arguing that was going on back then. So, you know, it wasn't, they used to still beef, don't get me wrong, but it would be a longer process because you had to record your video and upload it, and then you had to wait on the other person to reply. And they used to do that. But now since it's a live culture and you could just get on your platform and you could say whatever you want to say and you have your live audience right there looking at you, it's kind of an attraction to people. And it is what it is. And I hate to say it, but you know, I don't really think all this stuff was going on until the whole T.S. Madison and Kaya debacle went on, because that's when people had started coming on YouTube and really showing their ass for real. And like right around then is when they actually had implemented the live chat. And so it gave them a way of being able to communicate in negative ways and letting out their frustrations against people that they didn't really care for. YouTube has not always been this way, and it's just too much.
Oh, okay.
And
I might have liked the man. I might have liked Sean Brady, but I just see he's about a drama and mess with a bunch of women, and I'm just confused.
But I can't necessarily say it's with a bunch of women because I think back in the day when the first argument he had was with the guy with the little puppy. He used to have a little puppy on his shoulder. He ain't forever. I remember his name was D-Mix. That was the first time I ever seen Sean Bradley get into an argument with somebody, and it was a man, and he did call D-Mix every kind of bitch, hoe, everything that you could possibly call somebody.
Damn.
And then the next person I know was somebody named it was somebody, I can't remember her name, but her thing was that she wanted to defend D-Miss. So that caused him to go off on her too. So he actually said in that video when he went off on her is he wished she would leave him alone because he do not argue with women. And it's just been a whole little downward spiral ever since.
Wow.
So do you think YouTube have changed who he is?
I don't think YouTube has changed who he is. I just think that he is who he is.
Okay, but so do you think it's okay for him to say on his platform a woman should die? I'm just asking the question.
He said women should die.
I feel like somebody needs to die.
He made a video saying the woman need to die. I'm just saying that's a little out of line.
Do we have the power to make her die?
No, but it's almost like you're speaking into the universe. I'm just saying. I mean, that's a little. I don't know. It's a little rude to me. I wouldn't do that.
There's a lot of things that people do on YouTube that I wouldn't fathom doing. There's a lot of things on YouTube that I see people doing that I wasn't raised like that.
Yes. Okay. So I was gonna say I wasn't raised like that. My mama said you don't never speak ill of somebody, and I seen a video. He said woman should die. And I was like, ooh, that's a little powerful.
But Andrea, the thing that I see also with YouTube is a lot of times people say things that just because you feel like it is you feel like it's upsetting or whatever. We can't necessarily say that whatever that person said about them is upsetting to them.
Okay, that's the question. That's why I asked the question. Have YouTube changed him? Because I meant asking was if you said he wasn't like this before, and now he's making videos like that. So have you changed
culture now? And everybody, I feel like a lot of times people do these videos on him, so he responds back to them, and he does videos on them, and they respond back to him. So it's a live culture now. I see where a lot of times people be on YouTube and they say and do the most heinous things. And I can't compete or compare with none of the things that nobody say and say what this person said is uglier than what the other person said. Because for whatever reason, it can all be hurtful. It's all hurtful, Andrea. The thing is that they're trying to dig at each other to make them hurt.
Okay, but my mama told me something a long time ago. You never be disrespectful to your elder. The woman look like she older than him. I'm just saying.
What you doing, Mr. Debonair?
But my mama also told me that you should not provoke a child. So if you provoke a child, then you might be disrespected.
Okay, touche.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna try to hang up again.
Let me say this one thing. So, as far as you respecting your elders, I feel like that's you're supposed to respect your elders, of course. But when the elders disrespect you, then and you're an adult, I feel like you should be able to say and speak your mind because you are an adult, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not gonna allow nobody to disrespect you because they're older than you.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
But one thing is, my mom told me this. You could tell your elder how you feel, but you don't have to cuss them out and a little disrespectful.
Oh, if an elder cuss me out, baby, they're gonna get it. You hear me? They gonna get it. You can call it all, but if I feel
not
like
an elder family member, but an elder random.
I mean, an elder random. I won't cuss out my grandma, but what I'm saying, because my grandma ain't gonna cuss me out. That's the thing. My grandmother is gonna give me respect just like I'm gonna give her respect. But on these YouTube streets, these people don't know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know each other.
And that's my thing, Andrea. That's why I keep telling you, like these random people are fighting. It's like even just change the channel and move on. Like people be getting so emotionally invested. This person did this person wrong, and this person, what I'm saying?
Like, the people that I don't even know some of these people that everybody be talking about and watching because
you talk about 5 people we know.
I don't talk about people that you might not know them, but I don't look at people that I don't like, and I definitely don't go and follow trouble. If I see that a whole lot of people are talking about this particular person is bad and trouble, then I'm not gonna go and look at nothing they put out there. I tried to go and watch Jay Wilson. I don't appreciate how he do things too, so I don't click on none of his videos. And I don't support him. Jay Wilson has disrespected my friend for a long time. And I just refuse to actually go over to his channel and click on any of his videos.
Good night, country girl.
No matter, good night, country girl. No matter how much they was into the Lord in the beginning. I just refuse to because I knew the history. Now, what I can say is I've never heard some of the people that I watch disrespect Michelle in no kind of way. And Michelle is my friend, so I'm not going to go and support the disrespectfuls. I see a whole lot of people be like, did y'all see what happened on Timothy Blaine's channel? I don't watch Timothy Blaine. He's disrespectful. And he be talking up out there slow. And he said just because he made one video that seemed to be a positive video, you cannot forget or refute the things that he has said in the past. So that's the same way. You don't like Sean Bradley, or some people don't like Sean Bradley. But what I can say, I ain't never heard Sean Bradley disrespect Michelle. I never have.
You're right. And that's why I called Wiley Show, and told me I ain't never heard him say anything. He said rude things about Michelle, and I told him when we watch one of your videos, which video showed me that you said rude things about Michelle, and then he was like, "Who is you? My name is Andrea Lynch."
Cool.
Oh, okay.
First and last name.
I'm not gonna give them a click of the view. Not gonna do it.
But I understand your stance. I get it.
I do too. I feel like, and that's why I'm just sure to tell people, even on my site, like even on when I'm on live, like I don't care who y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Like even if they do disrespect me, whatever, I just feel like people like people for their own individual reasons. Like, some people got, even though I be feeling like they horrible, ain't nothing but the devil, they may have some good aspects to, like I don't watch Armand Wiggins, but there's a whole bunch of people out there that do. So, it's certain
He's
people.
boring to me. Even if he didn't say nothing bad about you, I couldn't go over there and watch your music. And the thing is, it really
he's such a whiner. He just be whining all the time.
It really probably don't have a whole lot to do with the fact that they disrespected Michelle. It's just that I can't get into their content, and I have seen how they actually have disrespected women for having a voice against transgenders that bully Black women. Period. And you cannot tell me that it's cool for you to see what a person is doing to be wrong, and you just turn a blind eye to it, and then you just still support that person. Like, I definitely
only one person in the situation is wrong, and that's me. I can even give you the benefit of the doubt if you was like both of them wrong, blah blah blah, and be outraged on that behalf. But to sit there and just be like, Michelle is a puppet, Michelle is this, and Michelle broke the Queen's Court up, and Michelle is manipulative. I'm like, but y'all ain't see nothing that dude was doing.
Right.
Like, are you kidding me? So
that's my point with Sean too. I see a whole lot of stuff, and then I don't even click on these people's videos, but I do see a whole lot of things that people actually put out on their community feed, and they're proving this man's point about what some of the things that people have said and done to him. Now, about the whole little bringing the women on his platform to argue or whatever, okay, it get tiring, but I would never put myself in no position of where I want to go over to his channel and argue on his platform when I have my own platform to cuss a bitch out on. I'm just saying.
What you was about to say, Mr. Devanel?
Your advocacy about how the way men talk about women then paid off. This is the second time somebody that said something about a woman on this platform, and he corrected them, but like, hey, you can't say that. You can't say that because you say that, this one particular person gonna blame it on me. So don't say that.
What you
this
mean?
Is the second time he done said it.
Who?
Man hands.
What he say?
Like something heavily said. She said something about arguing with a woman. It was talking about some situation. He was like, nope. I can't say that because if I say that, then I'm all kind of misogynist and all that stuff. Nope, I'm not gonna say that because. So Dr. Heavenly was like, yes, you can. She was like, nope, I can't. You can, I can't. But I guess
at least he's learning.
Then the dude from the Patty Pies was on there, and he went and said something. And he corrected me like, nope, hey, don't say that. Don't say it on my platform because I get blamed for it. They always come out to me and say I'm always bashing women and all this stuff.
But here's the thing: like he can clean up now, but he didn't erase none of them other videos where he was saying XYZ. So like there's plenty proof of how you really feel. Like I feel like he's doing what he's doing right now because he's trying to get a broader audience, which is fine. Like people learn, they grow, they change, and that's a good thing. But at the end of the day, his mindset is still his mindset. He's just pandering to women right now.
And he showed it and Heavenly called him a whole lot of slurs, I heard.
Yeah, Heavenly did call him sir. I did hear that part.
And that's like the Black women also they allow him to do that, which is not okay. And it's like, I don't know if you remember when was it Tamar or whatever her name is, and then she was going in on that comedian lady from The Real.
Lonnie B.
Lonnie, yeah. And then the video that man was a big man.
Oh yeah, Kmart posted it on her channel, and it was T.S. Madison and Kaya going in on Lonnie Love, calling all kind of fat bitches ugly, da 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 da, and everybody dragging T.S. Madison.
And then I was just like, that was not okay for her to do that because when they went in on her too, she wasn't okay with it, but she's using this man's word to go down, to destroy
That's
another
why
black
she
woman.
deleted it. That's why she deleted. I think somebody got in Tamar's ear, and Tamar cool with Mr. Man Hands, and that's fine. But somebody got in Tamar's ear and told her that wasn't a good look for her.
Yeah, people were asking her to take it down, but she left it there for a few, for a few days. And I was just like, if you have a problem with her, why don't you just talk to her instead of using this man calling her all kind of names and stuff like that? That was not okay.
At all.
But that's when they got kicked out of the concert because they was there with Tamar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. They got kicked out of the Escape concert because Candy and them didn't want to be around. And then they were saying that they lied on TS about TS having a gun. When TS says himself, he always carried his gun in his bra. Because remember they tried to say, they got kicked out because he had a weapon too.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we didn't have no weapon. They just straight up lied on us. I believe they had a weapon too.
Yeah.
I'll believe them too because she said it before. And the fact that Tamar, is it Tamar or whatever her name is, the fact that she was okay with that, that's okay. That's what I'm like. That's why they, most of these black men or whatever, they find it funny to attack other black women because black women give them the okay to go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
Michelle,
hopefully he's changing. That's good.
How do you feel about everybody coming on Patreon now? I see everybody saying, "Come on Patreon now." How you feel about that?
I mean, it's
nothing new though.
I mean, if your subscribers will pay for it, it's good. I mean, I just feel like YouTube at this point is demonetizing everything. So all the people that you think are probably making a lot of money are probably not, and that's why they trying to go on Patreon to recoup. Because if they're not doing super chats and cash app or whatever else, YouTube is not paying for ads because they demonetize everything. The video that I did today is already demonetized.
But do you remember when Paul Logan went over there to Japan and he went in the dead forest and
the suicide forest.
That's when the suicide forest. That's when a whole lot of content creators actually started going over to Patreon because a whole lot of their videos were being demonetized. And they especially started picking on like the mystery channels and the scary channels. And they were being shut down very severely.
And those my favorite channels.
Those my favorite channels.
What they do is they demonetize it, and then you have to request a manual review. And then when you request a manual review, sometimes they'll go ahead and monetize it, and sometimes they won't. So it's almost like a luck of the draw. So again, and normally that takes like 24 to 48 hours, sometimes longer. They say within the next 7 days. But if you're YouTuber, you get your most views the first day you put the video out. When you go live, people watching the replay.
Is that why you be changing your videos? Like you did a video and then you did 3 segments of the video? Okay.
That's exactly why. And that's why I'll try to like take it off one channel and put it on another channel, because sometimes when I just upload it without going live and leave it on unlisted, upload it unlisted, it'll get monetized because even if it's not monetized, I can go ahead and request it, and they'll request it really quickly, and then I just publicize it on the other channel. That's why I be doing replays and stuff like that, just trying to like balance it out. But at least I got 2 channels to do that with. Some people don't, and so a lot of these people with even the hundreds of something subscribers are complaining because they're not. They have like a whole list of videos they did all week long, and they're yellow, which means
that's cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think her name Tanya TKO or something, but she don't like me either because she all for trans, because she came over and said something slick about me. But anyway, I was supporting her, and I actually saw. And I used to subscribe to her, but when I saw her talking slick about me, I unsubscribed. But she had a something in her community feed that actually showed, like, she screenshot her back end and showed like all her videos for the week were demonetized or whatever.
Ouch.
So,
wow. Okay.
and I see other little content creators like Jaylee's Corner and just random people. They be demonetized too, and they be waiting. And a lot of people you just see them complaining in the communities and stuff. So
Oh, okay. Well, I've been seeing a lot of people going on Patreon. That's why I was just asking. Because one dude said he charged $20 for going on Patreon. The comment said $20, and he was like, "You want the free tea? You gonna pay $20?"
Yeah,
I know that a lot of content creators have down their amount of the amount of the tier. They all went down to $1.99 because they saw some of their fellow YouTubers going over to Patreon. So it kind of gives you a broader audience on Patreon because most people will pay $2 to go on Patreon.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that somebody was doing a $1.99 special or something like that.
$1.99. Wow.
Yeah, I forgot who was doing that.
Now, how you $1.99? I mean, I'm paying $1.99. What you gonna get? Michelle, I need Michelle's tea. I'll pay a little more than $1.99.
Of you, and that's like $20.
I think $5 is
yeah.
But they got a lot of.
I'm like, it's for the whole month. It's not $5 per video. It's not.
Yeah, we have like a $1.99 and a $5 tier.
Okay. I think I got a $2 and a $5.
Yeah, you got a $2.
Okay, I'm gonna bring.
You can't do shit with that $2.
You go to McDonald's and spend $5, Michelle. Come on there. When you go to McDonald's, you buy a meal, it's $5.
Post that I did
more than that.
Post like I did that post, and I showed the drag race was advertising on my site. Like they get that,
Yeah.
and
they can see that, right?
But they just don't get the live video. In order to be in the live stream, you got to pay $5. But for everything else, you can pay $2 and just get the post. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But I don't even make that post, but still.
I have something to get off my chest. I think it's gonna bring y'all down.
Oh Lord. Okay. Y'all
but I have to.
Y'all will not let me hang up and try to hang up for an hour.
We have to talk about it though. It's about what's I don't know how to say. It's a Botham Jean, the guy that got killed.
Yes.
By the white woman. What do you guys think? Because I think the verdict is coming soon.
Yeah, they did that closing arguments today.
Oh yeah, she going down.
She should go to jail for murder.
Y'all, did y'all hear the testimony with the boyfriend, her partner at
work? The black married boyfriend?
No, the partner at work.
Who she cheating with?
Yeah,
he married.
I believe he married.
He
is
married.
Was a married boyfriend as well. That ex-boyfriend or whatever, the lover.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, I know the case, but I haven't been following the trial.
Oh my!
I think she should go down for murder. I think she killed him on purpose.
I feel like her white woman's tears gonna get her off. So I mean,
you know what?
Because everything was going fine until yesterday or today. So yesterday already. When the judge brought up the defense brought up the law, kind of say like stand your ground law, and they brought that in to her defense. So that was added today, and I mean yesterday, before the closing argument.
But if the jury, if it's a jury trial and the jury heard that her ex partner at work.
Yeah.
If they heard his testimony, then it's not gonna help. It's not gonna hold up because some of the questions that the prosecutor was asking him was, so were you texting her while she was at work? He said,
said, yeah, it must be the married man that she was on the phone with.
Oh, I thought he was white. Okay, so he asked if they were sexting, and he said yes. He said that, do you think that she was tired when you were speaking to her? And he said no. And then he said, did she seem like she was disoriented when you was talking to her? And she said no. And then he also asked, did y'all text all the way up until she got off work? He said yes. And then he said that the next thing he know, because they were supposed to be meeting up because sending all those naked pictures on Snapchat.
Yeah.
That she was texting him talking about she done effed up. So he was like, do you think that was appropriate while you gonna shot a man and he was laying down dead that you
instead of calling 911, she kept texting him.
Right.
So what's the is she gonna commit? It's gonna be murder or first degree murder? What's
Man, they
the
finna
three
get
things
her
she
with
can?
murder.
Well, no, they put murder, but they
What
also
sealed her
put
deal?
manslaughter.
Because she
Yeah,
thought it
what
was her
sealed her
house.
deal? What sealed her deal is when the coroner spoke, he said the boy she shot him in his chest. It traveled from his heart down through his stomach and ended up in his back tailbone. The coroner said the only way that bullet could have traveled if that man was kneeling down, hiding, or down on his knees pleading for his life, because a bullet don't travel downward.
Yeah.
You know how the wave shot. So that means she leaned down and that man cowered, as in like, don't shoot me, and she shot him anyway.
Wow.
So you mean to tell me she knew she was shooting him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what the coroner said. He
What
said
she
the only way.
knew, she said that she knew that she was, but her defense was.
So she said she didn't realize what she was. So
Yeah, but her defense
as an
was that
officer, you have
she got into
discernment
a
to
house.
shoot somebody, and he wasn't a threat to you if he cowering, begging you don't shoot me, and you shoot him twice.
Oh, she shot him twice?
Yeah, one of the bullets missed and went outside. But for him to do that, and she said, "Oh, she didn't realize where she was. Even if he was in your house, he didn't pose a threat because he kneeling down, begging, and you still shot him."
Do y'all think these two knew each other? Do y'all think they had a sexual relationship? These two individuals?
No, they did not. They did not.
But they hung out. She knew him. They got
Well,
pictures
from
together.
the same age, they were in the same thing, right? The same apartment building.
Yeah,
So
they were friends. They hung out. They got pictures together. The officer and the guy. They got pictures together.
maybe he rejected her or something.
He probably sexed her a couple of times and turned and.
What type of
Well,
person?
but it doesn't matter. Don't even bring that. It's just like it doesn't matter. This guy was.
How did she go in somebody else's house and shoot them and kill them?
I wonder how she got in.
No, they said what the testimony was saying. Like she was trying with her key. And then her key wasn't working. Then he was sitting there eating his ice cream or whatever. He heard somebody trying, to like open his door or something. And then he went and opened the door. And then that's when she came in. She's like, "You in my house?" And it's like, "What you mean I'm your? This is my apartment." And just shot him.
Damn.
What I want to know is why won't they put the lady on the stand who was actually recording?
Somebody recorded it?
The 911 operator?
Oh.
Because they
were
the
who lived in the apartment complex on the same floor as him. She recorded some of the when it happened. So evidently she heard and saw things that will help the case.
I think they left that lady alone because I think she already got a pending lawsuit. I think they were trying to intimidate her and bully her. So I think the lady moved
because she's scared.
Do you think that she gonna find her guilty?
Oh yeah, she going down. White people don't even like that.
I don't know.
Believe her.
I'm still having doubt. I'll wait until it comes.
I have doubt too.
It's just looking like after.
Didn't believe George Zimmerman. That didn't stop them from saying
Trayvon.
It was not even white people. It was some of the people of color in there too. Remember with George Zimmerman? And she still didn't believe it. She kept calling Trayvon that boy like he was nothing.
You know what's so weird about Florida? And I hate to say this, but we accept so much bull crap for racism that it's hard for us to rally and protest.
Yeah.
Like the black people here, they don't be down with that stuff. It has to really be something really, really severe, just like when Trayvon Martin got killed by George Zimmerman. It was just Orlando, just an hour from where I live.
Yeah.
And the KKK was riding around thinking that it's going to be race issues and stuff like that.
Like
And they was riding around in Jeeps, pickup trucks with Confederate flags and guns and stuff like that. And no black people did nothing at all.
I know, but they
intimidated.
I mean, but we can clearly outnumber them, but it's just the point that black people don't do nothing here. Like it has to be really severe. But then when they get to that point, we tearing up our own shit. We go to picket and fight, but we do it in our neighborhood and go to tearing up our own neighborhood. We don't never go to their stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, do you think if we go to their stuff, they're gonna be shooting and killing us already? Then I'm just asking the question.
Andrea, you kidding? Oh, she killed me.
Slaves outnumbered Caucasians back in the day, but they didn't overtake them. So
right. Yeah. And the thing is, Trayvon Martin, his only witness was someone who wasn't articulate, who didn't enunciate. She went up there looking ignorant. So it killed his case. If she was smarter and was able to go up there and speak and had somebody to prep her, George Zimmerman probably would have went down. We just had another famous case with a guy.
Your dude over there was already a racist woman. So what did you expect?
Right, just like the same situation here with the Stand Your Ground. It's a white guy in the city next to me in Clearwater. Was he a stickler for people parking and handicap because he had a handicap sticker. So people park that. This is a hood store now. People will park there because it's convenient and it's a hood store. So when people park there, he like to initiate arguments and fights. He initiated a fight with a lady in the car while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And her husband was in the store. Somebody come running in and say, "Hey, this guy cussing out your wife." So like what any man would do when a man arguing at your woman and she pregnant, he pushed him. And when he pushed him, the man shot him. But the man got found guilty. And it was a white guy that shot him. So it ain't as racial as it is, but it'd be certain little scenarios here that we don't come together for nothing at all. It's sad.
That's the problem. I'm like, I just don't understand why, all that stuff going on. And I mean, with the Trayvon Martin thing, it was already a problem. They didn't even want to prosecute him from the beginning.
Right. And the funny thing about it, when the Trayvon Martin and the thing with St. Louis was all going on with Mike Brown and all that, Florida, we didn't have not one single protest. But
everybody else had it for you guys.
And the funny thing about it, while that was going on, I had got a new job and they flew me to New York for training for 3 months. And did you know New York had the whole Manhattan shutting down, protesting for that, and not a single person in Florida was doing it?
Yeah, even in California, we had a march here for him. And I was like,
yes, everybody was protesting but Florida.
We did
everywhere. It's sad how Florida is. It's so sad that we put up with the
racism. You need to just go in the Atlantic and disappear, the whole Florida.
I be thinking that sometimes, like, we be having those issues at work and we be talking about it and we be like, man, we looking at the news, New York, St. Louis, California got hundreds and hundreds of people protesting what's going on here in Florida. And we going on about our business, still going to work like ain't saying a word.
So
are you saying that girl for Trayvon's trial, if she was right, that George Zimmerman would have went down?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that maybe if she could articulate her thoughts better, it probably
Like one situation when she was saying she was on the phone with him and he was like, "Oh, it's this white cracker following me." Why the fuck would you get in court and say some dumb shit like that? She could have just simply said, "Hey, it's a white guy following me." She said, "Oh yeah, it's a white cracker following me." So right there, that looked like prejudice.
That lawyer didn't prep her at all. Nobody prepped her. They just put her there.
And if they even had a lawyer, they probably had a public defender.
No, remember that guy for the Zimmerman family?
Wow. George Zimmerman didn't have it. The public defender is for him, if it was one. But what do you think about William McRae?
Exactly. That's something that guy, what was he doing? That black lawyer for the family.
Who is William McRae?
Yeah, I ain't heard of that. Who was that, Just Lovely?
It's that guy who had went up to Andrew Caldwell house.
I didn't hear about that.
I didn't hear about that.
That's not the point that I'm making. He is so this man done messed up. He supposedly done tried to bribe somebody out of $10,000, and I don't know. It's going down.
Well, he already got $1 million judgment against him. Somebody had sued his blog a long time ago for defamation, and they won. He been doing a lot. And remember, I think I posted it on here in the post one time how he was hitting me in DM talking about, you know who I am.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him. That's him.
Obnoxious TV. Thank you, Alfreda. And yeah, he's obnoxious in real life, and he does a lot of church reporting.
That attorney that he was on the phone with, whoever got that recording, that attorney who he was on the phone with, he was reading him his right. He was crying on that video.
So wait a minute.
He was reading the girl.
Huh? What you say, Michelle?
William McRae started crying on the video.
Yes.
Why?
Find the video. Hold on. Jesus will.
Oh, Lord.
Michelle, is that the church sister that had hit you in the video?
Yes.
What
that
was he
thing looked like
for?
melted candle wax too.
Yes, he does look like melted candle wax, and he wears like lace fronts and long nails like this, and he a part of the project.
So what was he crying for?
Andrew Caldwell. It's like y'all both crazy. What y'all beefing for?
He done went all the way to Andrew's house.
So why?
He went all the way to St. Louis and then went live talking about, and I'm outside and all. I'm like, these people crazy.
I will beat the lace off his wig. He show up at my house.
Did he want to sleep with him?
Oh no, I think he did. I don't know. I think he just don't like him because he in Kojic and he be feeling like he lying or whatever. You know how people just be in their feelings for whatever reason. I'm like, but what him lying got to do with you?
You.
So you tell me this grown ass man took a flight way to St. Louis.
I know.
From Atlanta, Georgia, just to go
confront
live.
somebody else. Wow.
Jesus, that's crazy.
I told y'all they be telling them to pull up.
Yeah, I see that. They be saying pull up. I be like, this ain't normal.
The guy.
But Just Lovely, what does he have to do with the Trayvon Martin thing?
Oh no, I was just it came across when they were talking about y'all were talking about the attorneys and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for keeping me entertained for 3 hours. I'm not going into y'all are not gonna trick me. Not nobody better not say I got one more question.
Michelle, you got to go to work in the morning.
I gotta go to work tonight. So
Michelle, I always wait to get in a good conversation, try to end some shit.
I know.
Conversation for 3 hours, Mr.
You're a hater, Michelle. You're a hater.
In California, my kids got school tomorrow, baby. I gotta go work myself.
Y'all want me to leave y'all on the line? I'm not gonna leave y'all.
Michelle, what was the guy name in your chat tonight?
Yeah, leave us on the line, Michelle.
Central.
Who was what?
Somebody came in your chat tonight, and I think they trying to say something about Central.
I don't know. I ain't see nobody in the chat. What they say?
Juno blocked somebody or John something. I missed the
Nah,
comment.
that wasn't nothing about no block, honey. Cause Kendra was like, "Oh my God, just let me look who in the chat."
What was their name?
I cannot think of it. I'm finna go back in that chat and I'm gonna look for the name.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know.
And I'm gonna send you the link, cause girl, child, boom. That man, that he was like, so you mean to tell me you purged yourself?
Who?
The attorney. I gotta find it. The attorney about
you're confusing people.
I know it. I'm sleeping now.
I know we all sleeping. That's why we're
all delirious.
I'm talking him a 360 motion.
I will make a promise. We will continue this tomorrow. Thank you guys. We have some
good night.
I'm gonna have my stuff together tomorrow, y'all.
It's 2:47 a.m. in the ATL. I don't know what time it is where you at, Andrea, but it's late.
11:45. 11:47 here.
Early over there. That's why we young.
What the hell you in Cali?
The sun and Andrea are in the West Coast, so we
We're on the West Coast. Yes.
That's why they wide awake. Hell, we gonna be up 2 hours longer than y'all.
Well, good night. Good night, Mr. Debonair. Me, my Andrea.
Good night. Good night.
Alfreda, gotta love Joan.
All right, good night.
Everybody in the chat. I don't know who else is in here now, but it's 30 people watching. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know this was an impromptu. I just wanted to come on here and be messy and talk about the dungeon, and we even talked about everything. So Andrea, we did show you the dungeon, then we ain't gonna talk about it no more.
Nasty. That's just nasty. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
just remember, do not talk about hair with Andrea anymore. No more.
Okay. Right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. The replay. Alfreda says she want to see it. Rewind. Alfreda's at the very, very beginning. Good night, y'all. I'm ending the broadcast now. Deuces.
Bye, y'all.
You know, y'all can still be on the phone.